pick this up with Malram. You have Gull at your side, and you are slowly making your way inside this chamber. What do you do?
Hold on, I can't see the chamber.
Oh, let me. Oh, that's because I didn't put you on it, like an idiot. Bat. Nope. That's there. And you'll be down here.
Alright. So I'm just gonna kind of move over here for now. Just kind of moving slowly and just kind of motioning. I'll just kind of motion to goal because I'm assuming I can see all these spider webs and everything. So
Yes.
I'm just gonna guess there's a ton of spiders. So I'm just gonna kind of be moving slowly, trying to look around and see if I can spot any spooters.
Spooters. Okay.
Yeah, good old
Make me
spooters.
make me a perception check for spooters.
Scary spooters because nobody likes them.
Not bad.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. Everything's
didn't-
going off at once in my house.
It's okay. You didn't miss anything.
Okay, good.
Okay, so with a 10, unfortunately, the room is very dark, even though you have your vision, but it is very heavily, densely covered in webs. And you don't see any actual spiders, but you do see much webs. And with a 10, yeah, that's pretty much what you see.
Okay, I'll kind of look back at my party and just kind of motion them forward, and then once they get up to me, I'm just going to say, "Can you guys see or hear any spiders? Seems like there's a lot in here."
As he says that, I'm going to activate my Armor of Shadows.
Okay.
Seeing him do that, I'm also going to do that. I'm going to activate my Armor of Shadows.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that will it take a spell slot? Or can I do that as a ritual? Can do it as a ritual.
No.
Does it have an R on it?
It does not.
Then you can't, bro.
Okay, then I'm not going to do it yet. I want it to be cool. Alright. I know this sounds crazy, but I can talk to the rocks and ask if they know what's around.
If you want
I
to
mean,
talk to
that-
rocks.
Roll to talk to rocks. I mean, if you want to try to figure out if there is anything here with us, so we know if we need to move cautiously, I think that might be worth it.
Yeah, then I'm gonna, because this is actually a ritual spell, speak with the inanimate object. I'm gonna kind of kneel down onto the ground and talk to the floor.
Okay. Love it.
Yeah, and just ask. What one question do I ask? Where are all the spooters at?
Just be aware of what you ask.
Yeah.
You're talking to a rock.
You guys know what to ask? Okay, that's a no. I don't know what to ask the floor.
Ask it if the danger is nearby or if it's far away, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll ask. Yeah, is there dangers nearby?
Okay. You ask the ground this, and
Yeah.
you get the feeling coming back from the rock that there is danger close at hand and in every direction.
Useful. So I'll relay the information to them too, all them three. And I kind of will be a little bit more wary now and have my crossbow up.
Yeah, as soon as he says that, I'm also going to kind of look up to see if there's anything on the ceiling. But I'm going to
Okay.
just keep also moving forward.
Make me a perception check as you look up.
This is huge.
So as you look up, you will begin to get startled, but it kind of you slowly calm down as you look up and you do see movement, but it's not giant spiders. It looks like small spiders, normal house spiders. Maybe oh, Halfman, your mic. You also see things like tarantulas. Oh, I can hear myself.
Yeah, I can hear myself too.
Halfman, what's your mic? And nothing kind of shows up as a major threat above you, but there is a lot of movement.
Can I see what direction the spiders are headed in?
Directly
Doesn't seem
north
like-
of you.
Okay. And does it seem like they're all like converging on something towards the north, or does it just seem they're all going towards the north?
From what you can tell, it just looks like they're all kind of, in the ant formation, one by one, going north, almost like in lines.
Okay, I'm just going to kind of then look at the party and just kind of point forward and just keep moving up slowly, trying to move up.
I know this sounds, it might be a bad idea, but I could use dancing lights. I forgot that I even have that as an ability, being a drow.
Well, and
Could
if
we-
we need, I can also cast light on myself.
I could send dancing lights off into different directions in front of us.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I don't know. It'd be a good distraction if we needed to get away, maybe.
I think that's a better idea, yes.
Okay.
Unless any one of us is having trouble seeing right now.
No, I'm seeing fine.
You are all gifted with seeing in the dark.
And then perhaps we should proceed, just cautiously though.
And then I'm going to kind of get up here, and is this like a doorway that I'm in front of now?
It is a gigantic stone door. And you can see it is like dwarven make, but stranger. And there seems to be a small pile of gold almost spilled in front of this door. The door is sealed and heavy stone blocks.
Can we check the gold for a trap? See if there's like a pressure plate or something underneath it or something. Indiana Jones.
Yeah, make me an investigation check. And I've also just realized that the other players probably can't see anything. Am I right?
We sure can't.
Hell yeah.
I've been using my imagination.
Let me fix that for you. In fact, I'll ask you to be a little bit patient as I'm bringing you in very soon.
I'll continue to use my imagination.
Think creepy. Okay.
Looking at that door, can I see any like keyholes in it?
There are no keyholes in it, and with an investigation of 8, you cannot see any traps. You also see that the gold is about maybe 15 pieces of gold, a few silvers, but mostly gold.
And they're normal gold coins. There's no weird
Normal
pictures
gold
on them or nothing.
Some of them seem to be from faraway lands. Some of them look like they may be from Wildmount. One looks like it may be from Marquette, which is very far away. But other than that, they look like golden pieces.
Are any of you interested in this gold down here? I think there's some silver as well.
Well, do we know if it's trapped or anything?
I didn't notice anything.
I would just kind of want to take a look over the door and just see why there's just a pile of gold here, because like
Okay,
I would feel kind of suspicious of it.
make me an investigation check. 16.
I mean,
Okay.
that gold will be useful to pay for more heal potions.
The
I was
gold.
going to start picking up the gold pieces on the
Oh.
ground.
Okay. So, as you inspect the door and the gold pieces, making sure that there's nothing nefarious about them, Falvor will just walk over and begin to pick them up. And when he does, you get to look on the underside of some of these coins, and it looks like very, very old dry blood. It looks like these gold pieces were spilled here, and they are mostly covered on the bottom side with blood. The door itself, with a 16, looks mostly made out of heavy, heavy stone, but you see a bunch of runes running down each side, each pillar of this door. You do not see any keyholes. You do not see any openings. And it doesn't look like you could push it open either.
Okay, so I'll just kind of I'll let Falvor do whatever he's doing, but I'll kind of be looking at those ruins, and there's some kind of rune here that I'm not very well based in the arcane arts. Is anybody here better versed?
Yes, I could give it a look, probably.
Some kind of gold here.
I'm going to step
Think.
over the gold and help Malram with the door here.
You said it was 15 gold on the floor.
Yes,
Can I pocket all?
you can.
Every single bit of it, of this cursed gold.
Vincent, what are you looking to do?
I'm looking at the runes that Malram pointed out to see if we can, I don't know, open. I don't know. I'm looking at the runes.
Okay,
I don't
then
know.
make me a Arcana check.
15.
15. Okay, so with a 15, you know that these are of dwarven descent, but they are, again, just like the door, its frame, it is twisted, probably connected with Duragar in some way, as it is dwarven, but again, kind of that more gothic twisted design. And you're not sure what they do or how to open it, but you do know that there is some sort of magic on this door, and there must be some way to open it, magically speaking. And I will also ask, because you're looking over, could you make me a perception check? 17. You hear movement coming from behind you.
There's somebody walking up behind us.
I'll turn and look in that direction then.
Okay.
Not to ask the stupid questions, but have you actually tried pushing on the door?
It looked magical to me. I think we'll have to try and figure out those runes before we can get this door open.
I see.
But
Alright.
you could always push it. But first, I think there's somebody coming up behind us here.
Okay.
The noises begin to grow louder, what sounds like footsteps, coming from the way you came in. They go louder and louder, and you hear what sounds like small bits of conversation. As
It's all worked out for the best.
I'll just kind of blow out the candle now that they've made me feel awkward.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain we all have dark vision, correct?
I think so.
I can see in the dark.
Brilliant, another elf to join the group as well.
I would
Um,
say that
half elf.
I'm also half elf. Nice to meet you. My name's Palvor.
Falvor.
Yeah, I'm the rogue of the group. I'm just fully dressed in black at the moment, hooded up like in my picture. But it's fancy robes. I ain't. I'm well off.
Right, I can appreciate good style.
And I'll also kind of come up. And my name's Malram, and I'm in a splint armor, have a shield, Asmar in nature.
Stunning.
And I'm Vincent. Although I try to look human, I am a Dampier Warlock, and I am all in all black, and I have like shadows that kind of follow me, like all around and protect me.
And not at all foreboding.
Nope.
you also see a other individual, and when you see him, could I actually have you roll a history check, please?
Oh, I do like history.
And that is a 14. Okay, with 14, you do not know what race this creature seems to be. And that is a little strange, as you are a well-learned man, and the fact that you have never come across a race like this before is a little strange. He looks somewhat elven, but yellowish skin and elongated skull, and even more kind of fey looking. And it's a little, disconcerting, but he walks up to you and just says, "Hello, my name is Gul. I was hired by these good men of the same academy that you seem to be a part of."
So you're not a student then?
I am not. I am here to do a job.
And I suppose that's where my questions start, is what job is it you all are here to do?
Well, a gnome, uh, gnome, I can't think of the word.
Search and rescue
Archaeologist?
mission.
Archaeologist?
Archaeologist, there we go. A gnome
It's a very large word, so take your time.
a gnome archaeologist was exploring these ruins that you saw before you got in here, and when he came down here, he ran away from his survey party, and he asked us to come down here and investigate. And I'm assuming you saw the Durgar and other things, but there's also
Yes, was that your handiwork then?
it was, and we also know that there are some spiders down here. So we were just down here looking for more survivors of his survey party. We already found one. We were able to find one, but unfortunately his wife has passed away. So, but we are just down here looking to see if there are any more survivors.
And I'm sorry if you mentioned this. The original archaeology party, what were they searching for here?
That we do not know. We just know that they found these ruins and were wanting to survey down here, and something attacked them, and the gnome that gave us the mission ran away and left the rest of his survey party down here. So
Right, well, there seems to be no real moral quandary here. I suppose we should just find those we've been tasked to find. I would be happy to help you, since I've come all the way here by myself, it seems.
Yeah, very brave to come down here on your own.
Yes. As you've come here by yourself, did you notice any movement on your way, perhaps? In the
Prior,
chateaus?
prior to this room, no, I
Yes.
don't believe so. Everything seemed to be pretty well dead.
Interesting.
You would have seen the odd small spider making its way down here, and that's pretty
Except
much
for,
it.
of course, the small spiders, but I assume that's a given.
Oh, well, let's just say we might be hunting much bigger spiders. So, just be aware. We killed one earlier, and something has apparently either taken its body or eaten it. So, there's just going to be fun all around.
Good to know. I appreciate the heads up.
And then with that, I'll go ahead and start proceeding back to this door. And what I would like to do is, if I see, is the door still there, or is it gone when I get back up there?
The door's still there.
Because it's gone on my map for whatever reason.
Huh?
I see it.
That's
I also see it. Weird.
Maybe reload the page.
Perhaps we
Roll.
should look around the room?
You can do that.
I'll speedrunning the dungeon.
Whoa!
I'll start checking over here because we haven't actually really checked
There
this
it
out
is.
that much. I'll kind of call out to Dusan. I'm going to be checking the left side if you'd like to help.
Perhaps
Absolutely.
we should stick in pairs. Malrum, maybe you should go with Dusan.
I think if you all kind of turn and start to walk away, I'll pull out. In the picture, you can maybe see there's a little skull with a candle affixed to the top. Not going to light it, but I do pull it out to have it at the ready just in case something happens. And just depending on if you're looking back toward me or have refocused, I suppose it would depend on if you see this. If you are looking at him, essentially his eyes just go kind of white, opaque for a moment, and then he's back to himself.
Creepy.
I did not see it. I was too focused on going back up.
You will at some point.
Okay, so as I kind of look at the door, what I would do is I would just I'm going to start ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
Because I'm going to see if I can't get a School of Magic on here.
I think if I recognize him casting this spell, knowing that it takes some time, I'll just kind of serve as his lookout while the others scout the room.
Okay. As you're doing the lookout, could you make me a perception check? And Vincent and Falvo, could you also make me perception checks as you get there?
Oh. Can we actually see that big hole?
I'd say it'd be investigation for both of you, and yes, you can see that big hole.
Oh.
After I rolled a
no.
23, okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, 16's not bad.
16? Okay. So, you do see what seems to be a giant hole that leads into darkness. What goes on, you have no idea how far it goes. But, Vincent, as you are there and looking on the right side of this, what seems like pillar of stone holding up the roof, you look and you see what seem to be two symbols carved into the side of it that look like this.
Alright, I'm going to point them out to Falvor. Falvor, come take a look at this.
If you see the big hole, that looks really terrifying. Okay, and I'll start to actually, I'll kind of draw them in my book,
Okay.
like a handbook.
Dusan, what languages do you speak?
Currently, I speak Elven, Dwarvish, Common, Abyssal,
Okay,
and
so Dwarven.
Infernal. Sorry.
Ah, Infernal, or do you say abyssal? Which one?
Both.
Oh, okay. So
Damn.
you look at this door, and because you have those, you're going to know that these are of dwarven, but they are highly, almost corrupted with what looks to be, they kind of resemble infernal language in a way. They look dwarven, but someone's carved them in a way that they almost look more jagged and more corrupted.
Can I discern any potential like language or meaning from them?
Make me an Arcana check. 14. You do not get the whole view of what this does, what this magic effect on the door does, but you can guess it's something to keep it sealed, like a normal door would be, and to stop anyone, especially magic users, from entering without first successfully opening the door.
Right. I'll keep it to myself. I don't want to interrupt Malram in his ritual casting, but I'll just see what he sees, and we can pair our notes afterward.
A few moments pass, and you eventually get your ritual done. And as you cast the spell, you do feel magic coming from this door. But as you kind of focus that magic on the door to try and get a better read of it, you watch as some of the glyphs on the door begin to light up, and your spell fails and immediately ends. And you kind of get an almost sickly feeling in your stomach as it does.
Well, this door doesn't seem to want to reveal its secrets today.
I'll not touching them, but I'll get close enough so that he knows which ones I'm pointing at, but I'll kind of wave my hand near the ones that I have read to believe would be some type of bane to spellcasters and say, I wish I was entirely surprised, but it appears that whoever's carved these runes has something against spellcasters, and specifically passing through this gateway.
Well, if we do need to get through here, I could attempt to dispel the magic around this door. But we would want our other two comrades before I would attempt this.
Speaking of, what are you two doing in the back there?
I know this sounds crazy, Vincent, but we should go down that hole.
Right now.
To brave our fears, we have to go into scary places, and I'm terrified of it, but I want to do it.
Perhaps we should go see the team before we commit to something like that.
But
You could go down the hole. I won't stop you, but
I don't want to go on my own. Kind of tempted though.
Falvor, do you have a rope?
Nope.
Well, I think we should wait then.
Fine. But we are definitely going down the hole. I want to go.
And if I don't see him for a while, I would go start looking for him. What are you guys up to?
Oh. Do we hear that?
You do, and it echoes throughout the chamber.
Yes, let's go
I-
see Malram. Come on,
I peek
let's
around
go
the
see
corner.
Malram.
Hey, haha.
Did you guys find any markings on the other pillar over there?
On the other, we found some markings. I didn't see any markings on the pillar over there, no.
You weren't looking.
But I
We
would
found-
not.
We found some on this one. Maybe they have something to do with that door over there.
Yeah, and I'll show him the drawings of the pillar, like the two symbols we saw.
Okay.
Yeah, I would take a look at those and then start looking at that other pillar, seeing if there's anything.
Okay, make me an investigation check. And who do you show the symbols to?
Just so everyone around.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd look as well.
Susan, you can clearly see their dwarven.
Do they mean anything?
They do. And in fact, for you, because you do know dwarven, you will get access to this.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, I can tell you the first symbol I saw is. I'll point to it. It's the A letter.
You don't know
The
that.
second, yeah, but I'm showing them the symbols, right?
Yeah.
So he can work it out. And the second one is the C letter.
Malram, where are you investigating? Where you are now?
And no, I would be investigating this pillar that they kind of pointed out.
Oh, okay. So, with that, with a 19, you would see this.
Do you think it's likely that there's another pillar in here with DC, and these dwarves are really into electricity?
Yes. I was thinking the same thing.
So I'll kind of look at those and say, I found a couple more runes over here. And would I happen to notice what they would say?
Do you speak dwarven?
I do.
You do. Then you would also have access to that alphabet. As they do not say
There.
anything, they seem to be letters.
Not
Okay.
DC.
So yeah, it's another.
It's AR.
Yeah. So and I would kind of call that out and say it's. I found some more. It's dwarven ruins for A and R over here as well.
Can I check this rock here for any runes? This giant
Yeah,
rock.
make an investigation check.
There's a hole.
24. You clearly see that there seem to be some symbols on this middle large stone, and you see these.
Dusan, can you seem to know these symbols better than anyone. Can you tell me what these mean?
I believe this is HZ, the letters H and Z.
So that means we have 6 letters, or?
I'll be honest, I was expecting race car, but these throw me off a bit. Or actually, this is HN. Take out the Z. They're so similar, and it's been so long since I've read Dwarvish.
Hey, Aiden, I want to look straight down this giant hole.
Okay.
Can I see anything?
Make me a perception check.
Right down.
An 11. This goes further than
60
what you
feet
are
down.
able to see. Oh, you have 60 feet?
I
That
do.
vision? Ah,
Mhm.
okay. You see a small amount of movement coming from at the very bottom of this hole. And it looks a little bit wet, whatever is moving.
Like, we water.
You're not sure?
I feel like I need to find out.
Vincent, as you're moving by that area, would you make me an investigation check?
Sure.
Jesus. Okay, your very good at investigating, it would seem. So as you're passing the left wall, going towards the door, you will see, kind of carved onto the side, again, what seem to be more of these letters.
Dusan.
I'm so glad that I found you for this exact room.
Yes, seems
These-
to be fated. Sorry.
These letters are I and D.
I think we need to check all the walls more thoroughly. There seems to be quite a bit we're missing.
Okay. So, if everyone wants to make an investigation check, as you will begin to scour this room at every nook and crevice.
And actually, kind of what I would want to do while they're doing all this is I would go back to the door, and if I would notice that like it's kind of broken, like kind of more deformed dwarven, I would try to see if I could try to basically pick out if there's the letters that we're finding around the room along the door frame.
There are no matching letters on any part of the door from what you have found.
Mm.
And with those rolls, you all make your way around the room, kind of checking each different location. And from what you can see, the 4 sets of letters seem to be all that this room has to offer.
I'd imagine this probably is telling us there are arachnids nearby.
Funny, as you say that out loud, you'll watch as the eyes on the door begin to glow.
I'm so sorry.
Backing up. Backing up.
Back it up.
The eyes begin to glow heavier and heavier. And then after a few moments, the eyes dim and go still again.
Did the stone door move at all?
Yeah, I'll
Nope.
very timidly walk up to the door and say, well, I've either broken it or I fixed it. Or
I'd
maybe
I would
not.
kind of step up and put a hand on the door and see if I could push it after
You-
seeing the eyes glow.
Put your hands on the door and you push! And no matter how much you push, it does not move.
Hmm.
While he's pushing, can I just kind of whisper arachnid?
You whisper arachnid. And the eyes begin to glow and glow.
I'll throw my hands up and point a finger at Vincent.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
Why did you point at me?
I mean, it wasn't me what made the eyes glow. Do you think perhaps this is an indication of something we must offer this door for safe passage? Should we engage with these spiders that I can only assume are somewhere nearby?
We've only ever seen one other spider.
Should we suture all of our limbs together to make a humanoid arachnid? And I say it and
that-
look up at the eyes.
It glows and glows again.
Push on it while it glows.
Oh, I was, and
You
I'll
was?
try as it's.
If you try
I'll
again and push, it still doesn't move.
Right. Well,
Maybe I would try it again, but I'll say arachnid in dwarvish this time.
Okay. You speak arachnid in dwarvish this time, and the eyes glow and glow. And then dim.
right.
And no
well,
movement on. There was no movement on the door either.
Nope.
Ooh. Alright, while all this is happening, I'm trying to psych myself up. I want to jump in that hole.
Okay.
You might get your wish, Falvor.
Well, I'm actually nowhere near you guys at the moment, so I haven't even seen any of this happen.
Are you in
Wait,
the hole already?
are you in the left hole or the right hole?
He's
You
at the
would not
right.
know. You see me.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
slipped
you-
off.
You don't know where he is, but yeah.
I'm
So
I'm psyching myself up to do it. I think I'm gonna jump down into the
okay.
hole.
So you jump down into the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and you fall 60 feet.
Uh-huh.
So first things first, make me a dexterity save.
Oh.
Natural 1. Okay.
Guys, my legs turned into
That's
potatoes. They're broken.
so you're gonna take that's you take 15 points of damage.
I'm alright.
And as soon as you get down there, you will see as you land on your feet, almost what you can guess is probably putting a few cracks in some of your bones. And you will look up and you will see this. Staring
Stuffed
right back
animal.
at you.
Is that a spider?
That is, in fact, let me put it in the chat so everyone knows what you see. You see this.
I hate it.
That's
Oh
And
not,
it-
God!
that's not just a spider.
I want it to die. I don't want to
It's-
be here anymore.
Humanoid face and arms will turn and look at you. And it will almost freeze for a second as a creature.
hello?
Hang on. As a creature seems to have just fallen into its den.
Oh.
And it looks confused to why this creature did this, but then will kind of lean back, rise up on most of its back legs, and just.
Wait, before you attack. Hey, yo, whoa, hey. I'm gonna do a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna do dancing lights right in its face.
Okay.
Right in its eye holes.
I would probably run towards the hole, whichever one starts to light up.
Make a perception check. See if you can see the light.
Tal'dorei would be screaming at this point, by the way.
Okay, so maybe more towards the sound of his voice.
Yeah.
Screaming, lights, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's make a save as these dancing lights. How many balls of lights is it?
I think it's 4. I'm not entirely sure. I've never used it before.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah.
4.
And I literally want to have them go straight for his eyes.
Okay. It cannot be used as a offensive way, but these creatures are in the dark non-stop, and I will give them a save to see if it actually stuns them for a few seconds. So this will be a Constitution. That would be a... What's your spell save?
14.
14. It meets it. It is not blinded.
Oh no.
And as you do that, it will now get an attack before we go into a proper combat. 14, does that hit?
Yep, it is.
Okay, you will take another...
Can I react to this?
React to it? What do you mean?
Yes, I'd like to do a shadow armor. Or shield, actually. I'll just do shield.
Shield? Yeah, you can use a shield.
I will use my shield.
And with that... I didn't think this would be on so soon, but let me get rid of these. Can you please hit your initiative?
All of us?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I think I rolled for the torch.
I just... Yeah.
No,
I
it wasn't me.
That was me.
I think
I gave the torch initiative.
Woo! The torch is going to do everything.
The Dodger's hitboxes are actually massive, and I can't actually click on my own character.
Oh, hang on. Let me move
I
them
didn't
to
know
the
it's
back.
such to me that did it.
You should be able to.
I could do it. I could do it now.
Yeah.
There we go. Like 19. That's I get to go
And it's
before this terrifying monster.
And will we be able to move before all this kind of happened as we heard him screaming, or will we just kind of be where we're at?
You'll be where you're at.
Okay.
Let me add this guy to the initiative. There you go. And then bring these back in. Okay, so everyone's rolled, and we will be going into combat. And let's put some. There you go.
What was the liquid substance I saw, Aiden? What was
That was the melted remains of whatever it was eating.
Oh, how charming.
Yes. So, Malram, you are first. As you begin to hear screaming and light beginning, like a light pillar coming out from the side corner. What do you do?
So I'm just gonna start running. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I will just use a bonus action to, or my action to dash, because I really need to see what's going on down there. So I'll just
Okay.
get right there.
Okay, when you look down, you're almost blinded with all the light coming up now. But you see Falvor, a humanoid figure, beginning to trying to look for a small escape. And what looks to be a bunch of sticks, large sticks with a big round part, all connected, moving around him and beginning to swipe at him.
Ah, Jesus.
Please!
And I'll see him down there, and he's 60 feet down, you said?
Yep.
Oh, well, that's fun. Would I be able to get him with a healing word?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's a 60-foot range. That's why I'm asking. Because
Then yeah, it would reach him.
all right. Well, then I will go ahead and give him a healing word because I cannot get down there without hurting myself, and that does not sound like a fun time.
Baby Balrog.
So heal for 7.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, is that your turn?
That's everything. Yep.
Falvo, the creature, is beginning to kind of what looks like bend its abdomen towards you, and what looks to be a hole and some moving parts near what would be a bottom, and it seems to like white liquid is beginning to ooze out of it. But it is your turn. What do you do?
Mario style, I want to hop off each side of the walls and get myself to the top, jumping back and forth as quick as I can to get to the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make me a. I'll say
Athletics?
Yeah, I'll allow
Or
athletics.
acrobatics?
But how far can you go? Are you going to use your action as well to do this?
I'm going to do my full everything. I want to get to the top.
Okay, go ahead. Acrobatics. Athletics check, please.
Okay. 19.
19. Okay. Using your full turn, you kind of ninja style go from one side of the wall to the other, to the other, to the other, back and forth, back and forth. And Malram, you see this. It's quite impressive. And in seconds, he is at the top, grabbing a hold of your hand as you pull him up.
It pulled me down there. I don't even know what happened. It grabbed my leg and it pulled me into the hole. I definitely didn't jump down myself.
Any webbing on him? Just
Lots
to see
of
if he's
webbing.
full of shit or not.
Make an insight check. You make a deception check.
It's not the time for deception checks, Balram. God damn it, I got an 8.
Okay.
fuck?
He is talking out of his alcoholic drunk mouth.
I'll just kind of go, uh-huh. But also pull him up and just kind of see what
Thank you.
Mr. Friend down there is going to be doing.
Yeah, let me get to the edge.
Okay. And with that, it gets to go. And it will do the exact same you did, except it is way better at climbing up walls vertically. And it will just make it... In fact, let me move this over here. Make its way up to the top here. And that will be its turn. Okay. New player. Dusan, it is your turn.
New player. Wow. Well, I will, curious, round the corner, see this monstrosity and maybe an out of breath little rogue. And I, looking at it, maybe not fully understanding what's happening here, I'm going to speak out in Infernal, because I know that that's what the rune kind of defilings were on this door. And as I do, I'm going to kind of narrate, and I would say, and then the foul little creature that climbed its way out of the hole only to meet its doom was asked, "Why are you here?" And it'll be my vicious mockery.
Nice.
Very nice. And is that a save, or...
It's a wisdom save, DC 16.
Okay. Ooh, I elongated him.
He got bigger all of a sudden.
Oh, no!
Run!
Wisdom save. That is a 12.
Nice. So you take 7 damage. Roll.
So, as you say this, you will hear the creature not fully understanding some of your words, but getting the gist of what you say, and all of a sudden you just see it kind of wince in agony from these words you say, and it will scream out towards you, and you seem to have gained its attention. Anything else you would like to do? Oh,
I will step behind this pillar with my remaining movement and just kind of breathe heavily.
Okay, Vincent.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Hell yeah.
14.
14 will just miss.
Alright, I'm gonna back off after that, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. After you. Ooh, I forgot one person. Okay. I'll say let's, yeah, I'll bring him in next time. Malram, your turn. As this creature now climbs up to the side of you, screeches at your face, is distracted by someone speaking words at it from the side, but then kind of looks over at you again. What do you do?
Oh, well, I always wanted a playmate. He's going to get stabbed with good old sword.
I say cleric move.
That definitely hits. 11.
Max damage.
Okay.
And then, bonus action, he's going to get another sword.
That will just miss, unfortunately.
Or will it?
Oh,
Channel Divinity, Guiding Strike.
all right. In that case, it will hit. No matter what, it will hit.
Oh my
Damn,
God.
son. Double full
Ew.
damage. That's amazing.
That's... I don't think I've ever seen that from a normal weapon before. And with those 2 strikes, you actually manage to cut off one of its front, what looks to be humanoid arms. Not one of the spider legs, but the actual human arm. It will fall down to the ground, and it will turn to you and open up its mouth and go in for, like, what looks to be a bite. But before that, Polvar. In fact, would you like to move? Would you like to move, Malram? Malrum.
Nope, I'm saying right there in his face.
Okay.
Me and him are going to be buddies.
As soon as he's in the way, will I be able to? That means I'll be able to sneak attack him, right?
Yes. Do you have the thing where it's 5 feet if it's with another
Yeah.
friendly, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You will have to move around him though, as
That's
you're out of range right now.
Just checking out too much. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll be able to. I'm going to use my crossbow as well. So I'll. My first attack will be with the sword. I'll
You
flank
gotta move
here.
first.
Yeah, I'll go
That's not flanking.
there.
Flanking would be here. But you
I'll
can't get
still
there.
be within 5 feet of Malrum though if I go there, right?
Yeah, but it's not flanking.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll be able to actually get there.
That's
that
a wall.
5 feet?
you
Oh, I mean, like that
can
little
get
crack bit.
you can get here. Make me a athletics check.
5.
Yeah, you can get in there.
Alright, cool. Then let's hope I don't miss after all that. Short sword. 19.
Hits.
Sweet. So that's 8 piercing damage and sneak attack. That is a shit. That's a 9. So
Okay. So that is a 17.
Yep. And then I will use my bonus action to use my
Mhm.
crossbow. Yeah, I'll shoot my crossbow. 23 to hit. Which is
Hits.
a hit. 7 damage.
7 damage. Big numbers.
Got him.
Okay. You almost blend into the shadows, moving around, getting in position, taking the advantage, and begin to stab in this creature's back. And as you do, you see it begin to kind of swivel around towards you. And as it does, you pull out the crossbow at the side and kind of shoot it in the side of the neck. It screams out. At the end of your turn, it will go now. So here's the thing. Does it go after the guy that shouted it? The guy who cut off one of its arms, or the guy that's stabbing it in its ass?
Big questions.
Let's do something fun. Let's roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Okay, Malrum, it's you.
I ain't scared.
It will turn back towards you, and with its free hand, what it still has left, it will pull out what looks to be a knife, a tool, and go for another attack. A 9.
That's a strong cat.
Oh
Ugh.
man, that totally hits. Oh no. This poor spider, he just was like, I want food. Crawls up and immediately gets ganked.
Why do I have all the bad rolls? In
I
that
don't know.
case, it's going to move that way. It's going to run past you both and begin to run up the wall.
Cool, I will take my attack of opportunity.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Do I want to do something fun here, though?
That hits.
9 more damage.
Okay. As you slice off one of its, this time spider-like limbs, it will begin to crawl up the wall with one less leg. And that is 5, 10, 15, 20.
You know what? We will actually cast. Do I want guiding bolt will be better later. We'll just Toll the Dead it.
Okay. And that's a save, right?
Yes, sir. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Ooh. An 11.
Cool. Something actually hit. And it is now 2d12. Right, row.
Oh, God.
Kill
Bad,
it.
bad things are about to happen to Mr. Spider.
Stop killing my monsters.
There we go, 14
Nice.
damage.
Okay,
Sheesh.
so after Falvor, you cut off this creature's leg as it begins to crawl up the wall. Malram, you will use this spell and a bell will almost chime. And with the reverberation through the air, you'll watch as this thing's exterior begin to crack, the shell surrounding it, parts of its entrails begin to explode out of certain parts of this creature's body. And with that, you watch it fall from the walls, and its legs begin to curl in on itself as it is unmoving.
Oh,
Ah.
thank you. Thank you, Laura.
Well, and maybe this should teach you not to go jumping down giant holes where you
What do you
don't know
mean?
what's down there.
I didn't jump down any hole.
Oh, I mean,
Uh-huh.
whatever you did, it was very effective at getting this creature to come out at us. Would one of you who's, a little, maybe dirtier, mind dragging that thing over to this door?
I'll kind of shrug and just start doing it.
Okay.
While
You-
that's happening, I'd like to drink my healing potion.
Honestly, I honestly thought you were about to say, I go jump down the other hole.
Whee!
Okay.
No lessons learned.
Hey, Rose gonna rogue, okay? Okay, you move the body, the carcass, which is very, very dense and quite heavy, over near the door.
I'll say, just, for science's sake, arachnid,
The door will begin to glow.
and then I'll just kind of maybe nudge it closer with my foot.
How closer?
I mean, if Malram hasn't dropped it right at the bottom, I'll kick it up so that the door is being touched by this thing.
Okay. You grab a limb of this creature and kind of, as the eyes are glowing, place it on top of this door. And the door will glow heavier and heavier, and you will hear a shifting noise as the door will.
Nice. Good thinking.
All in a day's work, really.
Ah, whoever got that spider out of the hole was so smart. Huh.
Really, the most brilliant of us. Well, do any of you happen to know what could be on the other side of here? Or are we all just in for a surprise with every new chamber?
You've seen more
Oh,
spiders.
it's almost always the surprise with us around.
Right. I'll bend down and just kind of, if there are places from which this thing is oozing, I'd like to collect some of it just in case, we need something that's arachnid related later.
Is there a piece of the creature that you're...
More just, maybe from one of the arms that's coming off, or one of the stab wounds, just if there's an ichor or an ooze or a blood or whatever version of insides this thing has, I'll just kind of collect the liquidy parts into a little vial.
Okay. Then yes, you would have one vial of this creature's blood.
Wonderful. And I'll look around and say, I'm definitely not going to drink this.
That's what they always say at first. And I'll just keep walking in.
Looking at its face now that it's not attacking us, is it human-y?
It is human-y.
Hmm.
Or elfy. Or dwarvy.
Okay, so humanoid-like, but clearly not a creature that any of us is familiar with. All right, well, something to to tell about when we get back to Westruun.
Indeed. Shall we go in stealthily, or are we just going balls to the wall?
I'm gonna go stealth.
I prefer to keep my balls in a very safe place.
We are. And I will attempt to stealth.
Okay.
Because sneaky cleric.
Oh.
Yeah, sneaky cleric. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
I mean, so Malrum and Vincent and myself all have +10s
Well, yes. How long does that last for, by the way?
for 1 hour. We did
1
it
hour. Okay.
right before we came into the cave.
So, there's going to be a little bit of a tiebreaker here with Gull's roll,
Oh,
as I am counting this as a group check. So that would be stealth. Okay.
nice. He also got +10.
Also, I believe Dusen, you wouldn't get the +10.
He does not. Yeah.
Is it Pass Without Trace?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just an ongoing aura around you.
But don't you have to
Oh.
pick
But
the
I think you have to
creatures?
designate the creatures when you cast
Yeah.
it. So yeah, I
Yeah.
just have
Yeah.
a 22 and not a 32.
Okay.
My bad,
Okay.
guys.
Sad bear.
Okay. What do you do?
So I'm just gonna kind of keep trudging forward here.
I'm staying close to the cleric. He seems to be the most likely to take a hit and not care.
Now the question
I
is,
would-
do you split the party?
Ooh. It's just to do it, so we should not do it.
Rule 101 of D&D. Do you split the party?
As it seems there is a fork as soon as you enter this next chamber.
DM, I'm going to my character kind of looks down at this skull he has in his hands and he says, "Might I ask," and this is asking of the group, "might I ask my friends their recommendations on which way to go?"
Like, what friends are you speaking of? Are you speaking of us or some other friends?
No, those which are always with all of us, but only some of which are sensitive enough to pick up. Here, let me ask them. I'm sure you'll meet them at some point. And he just kind of closes his eyes, and there's this little ritual, and DM, I'll kind of whisper you the spell I'm casting.
Mm-hmm.
While this is happening, I kind of look at Malrum and go, "This guy's kooky."
The spirits have suggested that we continue on in this direction, and I'll just kind of point here.
All right. And if he's pointing that way, I'll just kind of be, everybody good with this? And if nobody objects, I'll just keep moving.
Yep, I'll come with you. The turret looks to go first. You crazy.
I'm just going, man.
Could I ask Malrum, could you make me, actually, Falvor and Malrum, could you both make me insight checks? Malrum, when he says this, you don't really get the idea that he's telling you, at least not the whole truth, and about going this way. But there is no malicious behind it. There is no, trying to trick you.
Okay.
Sad man.
I'll just keep on trudging because I kind of always assume everybody has their own secrets that they like to keep, so
Mhm.
I'm not gonna bring it up or anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything if Malron doesn't.
Oh, it seems we've made it to another fork in the road.
I guess if these pillars look similar to the ones back in like that arachnid cave, I'll look for these dwarvish runes on them.
I'm gonna help him.
Okay. You can both roll, or one of you can give the other advantage.
You have advantage, Deucen.
Thank you. Oops.
Okay. A 20. Is that two 25s? Okay.
It was.
Looking around this part of the inside, you do not see any runes like in the other chamber. You take a look on all sides and you see no carvings of any sort.
Right, well, it seems that we've come to another fork.
We wanna.
I can ask the spirits again, or you're welcome to choose for us.
I always leave it up to my comrades if they have a way that they would like to choose, or if they have any input.
I'm gonna go this way. Maybe we split up.
I don't think that's the wisest idea, as we've all just found each other, and I've been alone for quite some time.
And has anybody seen
Wait,
our monk friend?
just gonna say,
No.
where's Bill?
Last I saw, he was jumping in that hole, but hopefully he's come with us.
You saw him jumping in a hole. What?
I didn't really.
Oh. I'll go check. I'm probably the fastest, right?
If you want to go up there and check, I don't think we need this. We should split. So I would just.
I
Oh,
mean,
you're
we
going to
go
go back,
go for
check
goal.
on goal.
Yeah,
Okay.
shouldn't take me too long.
Eh.
I'll just run off into the shadows to try and find goal.
Okay.
Where's he gone? I'm gonna be kind of whispering. Goal. Do I hear him? See, can I do a perception check?
You don't see him.
Or
There
can I
is-
listen out for him? Like
Make a
footsteps?
Yeah, make a perception check.
I wish that was the other way around.
18. As you're kind of listening in, you will begin to hear footsteps growing louder and louder, but they are still very quiet. And on this side of the wall, you will see Gull kind of running across the wall
Goal.
and then jump down next to you. Yes,
You went off on your own.
yes.
What did you see that way?
There seems to be some noise coming from that way. There is definitely creatures or something living down there.
Do you think it's a good idea we stay together?
Very well, but like I said last time, I am quite competent on my own.
Yeah.
But
You
if
also
you are
don't know what's
worried
out
for
there.
I do not, but I am guessing more spiders.
Alright. Well, let's stick with the group. What up, guys? I found him. So yeah, he heard noises that way. He went the other way without telling us. Classic goal move.
Anything we need to go and investigate on that other way? Goal.
If you wish to get into a fight, or well, I did not go as far as I wished. I heard someone shouting my name while I was trying to be stealthy. He will look to you with a annoyed look, Falvo.
Tell us you were leaving.
Yes, and you did not notice me slip away. I am very good.
Well, I would say if you want to go investigate on yourself, Gold, then by all means. But if you need our assistance, you can always, you know where we're gonna kind of be.
No, no. It would seem the light wants me to be with you. As it would seem you are, how would you say, very scared without me. So I will stay with you guys.
All right, and I'll kind of just start breaking off over here to the right.
Again, going with a holy man.
When you get there, Malrum, make me a perception check. Nine. Okay, carry on.
See everything.
Can everyone tell me your passive perceptions?
14.
11.
15.
15 as well.
Okay, carry on.
And would I be able to see Giant Scary over there when I got here?
You would. And because of your stealth check, it has not noticed you yet. You can see it. It doesn't seem to be eating or anything. You can see that it looks to be just waiting. It is not looking at you. It is looking kind of over in this direction. There also seems to be more gold around here.
I would just kind of put a hand up here and just whisper, there's another one of those spiders that we fought originally.
I mean, we could all attack it at the same time. A big old, like a big sneak attack.
Well, I think the sneakiest of us could get up there and get the first strike in. Would you like to hear a tale? I think it might help you.
Is this really the time for tales?
It's always a time for a good story, my friend.
But there's a spider over there.
Just get out your dagger or whatever it is you choose to kill things with.
Okay. Pull out my short sword.
With this, Dusan takes out the skull and just kind of smiles at it, looks up at Falvor, and Falvor, you see kind of his eyes roll into the back of his head as he begins to tell the tale of the Phantom. his voice changes. It's like somebody's taken over, and it's not him anymore, but somebody else completely. He says, "Gosh, while all magic can be dangerous and unpredictable, there are some forms and disciplines that even the most skilled mages and sorcerers will shun, and with good reason. For centuries, the practice of shadow magic was all but forbidden across Exandria for fear of reawakening the horrors it once unleashed upon the world." And as he's talking, Favor's body is like slowly becoming more and more invisible. "The greatest of these horrors has a name, and its name is the Phantom. This demonic creature howled within the spirit realm and set upon these foolish errant mages who would give it life, thrashing in desperation for an end to its own suffering. It is a creature in pain, and that pain makes it cruel, and it has acquired a taste for mortal fear. Time has little meaning in that other place, but the Phantom continues to drag out each and every pursuit for as long as possible, savoring the prey's anguish before cutting their life's silvery thread in an instant." And that, by the time he says that, Falvor's completely invisible, and you would know that, what's in the chat, what you can do.
I believe you whispered that to me.
I don't think so.
I see it.
No.
Oh, you said?
Yeah, but-
Okay. In that case, yes, you will all watch as Falvar will just begin to slowly disappear in front of you. And
Shit.
he's gone.
That was badass.
Well,
Cool.
And I'll just kind of
Then-
look at the rest of the group and say, I'd imagine we'll hear this creature scream once Falvor's done his job.
indeed. And I will, as soon as I see Falvor hit it, I will cast a guiding bolt.
Okay.
I will do an attack on it, sneak attack. So what is that? I get your bardic inspiration die.
Yeah, I'll roll up for you if you hit it.
Okay, cool, thank you.
And you would, I'm assuming he would roll with advantage.
He is
Yes.
invisible.
Yes. Heavy
Awesome.
yes.
20.
20. That
Yes, it
definitely
is.
hits.
Because I'm at advantage, does my do I do any more damage to it, or is it?
It would depend on your.
Where is your sneak attack?
My sneak attack?
Isn't it 3d6 now?
It is 3d6, yeah.
That's only 1d6.
Oh no, that was my sword. That was my sword damage.
Oh, okay. And then, oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see
I've
now.
got 2 macros for it. That's my sneak attack damage.
Oh.
Oh.
That's terrible.
Oh.
2 1 out of 3.
Oh, no. Okay.
The fuck?
So that is 10, 13 damage. Ooh, small numbers.
Yeah, not great.
Okay.
Will I be able to also use my crossbow, seeing as I am expert with that, and I can use it as my bonus action?
Yeah, you
Fire it.
can. Technically, yeah.
Awesome. Then a 14, does that hit?
A 14 will just hit.
Sweet.
As Dusan,
5
you see
damage.
5 more. You see him go. Well, you don't see him. You see the wound appear on this creature, and for some reason he hit it not in a vital spot, and more like just in the shoulder, as it seems to curl back with the pain, but not really heavily injured.
And as soon as I would see that, I would release my guiding bolt. Would I also have advantage on this, or
You
is
would
he aware?
not. He's definitely
Well,
aware now that
The
something
target
is
is
attacking him.
frightened, so does that not?
That just means that he has to run away on his turn, basically.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
Jesus!
Well,
And this-
Sway!
And I was even doing this as a level 3 spell. This is gonna hurt.
ooh.
Nice.
Goddamn
somebody
clerics.
just gained access. Somebody just gained access to level 3 spells. So
I'm in trouble.
I'm gonna get covered in spider goo. Holy shit!
Uh, Yeah. So,
Spider goo everywhere.
so as you kind of reel back, seeing the creature in pain as it seems a invisible force just hurt it, you will fire off the energy, hitting this creature, and as it is focusing on near around it, as something has just hurt it, it will reveal its underbelly as it kind of squirms upwards, giving you the perfect shot. As wherever this creature's heart is, you strike, and you just watch it fall back, hit the wall, and you see as there is a small cave in where most of the top parts of this wall fall down and crush this creature. And with that, it is no more.
Shit.
I'll just kind of like look down at my head and go like, huh, I didn't think it was that powerful. Huh.
Just kind of like stepping past everyone, I'll say, like I said, always time for a story.
God.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was a thing.
oh, do I see this giant hole?
Is this a pile of gold?
It is. In the pile of gold is 23 gold. And yes, you
Well,
do see the hole.
Perhaps we just let your lights scout down the hole as opposed to your entire body.
Yeah. I'll cantrip it and I'll send dancing lights down there.
Okay. You let loose
I'll only
the
do
lights.
I'll only do like one though, so it's not as annoying to control loads of them.
Okay. You send down one orb of light, and you can also drag that on, by the way. In fact, I'll
Oh,
just...
tree. Did you give me that? Sorry.
Yep, it's under magic effects.
Oh yeah, I see it. Thank you.
But you send it down, and just like the other hole, it seems to go around 30, almost 40 feet, and then stop. And at the bottom, you see a bunch of skeletons, all dead. And make me a intelligence check.
Nice. It's a pretty good roll.
You notice that there is one thing odd about each of these bodies, and that is they have been stripped of their clothes, of their possessions. There are dozens and dozens of corpses down there, and all of them are bare, as in they were naked. And you find that a little odd.
Does it look like it's kind of a dead end, or can we
It looks
kind
like a
of
dead
go
end.
past the bodies? All right. Ooh. All right, and I'll bring the light up. I'll just kind of make it disappear.
And would I have been able to? Because I would have stepped up to also look down there. Would I have been able to notice that as well with the dancing light?
Yeah, you notice.
Oh,
The,
it doesn't
sorry.
seem like there's anything moving down there, but I don't think I don't think there's anything down there that we need to go down there for. So
Yeah, this doesn't seem to be the right way. However, we did kill another one of those beasts, which means it's less to fight. Maybe we go the other route now.
Dusan, what is that ability again?
This is my Tales from Beyond.
There you go. And this is takes your bardic inspiration away.
Yeah.
And it gives you... Cannot find the thing.
Are you looking for the table?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can give it to you if you want.
It's not coming up.
Here's a quick cheat sheet. It's on my character sheet if you ever want to know.
Oh, Spirit Tales. I was looking at the compendium.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's in there too, but I have it on my character sheet as a cheat sheet for myself. I have the line there because my bardic inspiration only goes up to a D8 right now.
And that is a 5.
Spoiler, but yes.
I've never done this subclass before. That's a 5. So... And you did this on a creature, right?
No, so I just consult the spirits. They tell me the tale, and then anytime before I take a short or a long rest, as an action, I can then bestow the tale.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like anytime I tell a tale, I have to consult with the spirits again to get a new one.
I'm going to have to look into that. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you guys doing from there?
I would just start going back up the other way. Not seeing anything in there that we would really want.
Like we're going back to the fork, I would say.
Yeah, at the very least. Huh. Do we want to investigate this other path, or?
Yes, we may as well. We're here.
Alright. Then I'll go ahead and start. And, would you like new stealth rolls from us?
Yes, all new stealth rolls, please.
Another 3. Keeping it groupy.
Ooh.
Do we still have plus 10?
You would, but that's running out soon.
Ooh, sorry about that. I do apologize. We're having a Chinese for food tonight. Just arrived.
Okay. So, you can go ahead.
Alright.
As we're walking, can I look on the walls to see if there's any pictures or, drawings, any of that stuff?
Make an investigation check.
$12.
12. Not that you can see. No. You see a bunch of scratches, almost like something was moving across the wall, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Then I would stop there seeing a Durgar.
Okay, now, with the stealth, 21 on free, 10, but you get 20. Yeah, they would not see or hear the group, as this Durga, another one of the corrupted, seems to be looking over in this direction where I'm pinging.
So I'll just kind of look back and say there's a Durgar up ahead. If we want to let our sneaky guy get up there and get a stab on it.
Yeah, that's what I was meant to ask. Am I still invisible? How long does that last?
No, once you stabbed that spider, you showed back up.
Oh, okay, thank you.
It's just a one-round thing where you get to embody the phantom of old legends.
I did get a natural 20 on my stealth check, though, Aiden.
You did.
Now, how much? I did, yeah. How much do you love me?
You know, you haven't bought me any flowers in a while, so I don't know if I love you that much. But I mean, you are very stealthy.
All right, thank you. Then, yeah, I guess I can try and take him out if you guys want me to. I mean, you guys do have my back, so
Of course.
I feel confident with taking him out.
I will hold Sacred Flame.
And I'll just kind of ready myself, and I will sneak attack him.
Okay, go ahead. As he does not notice you, as he is a Durga.
Ooh, that's not good. I got a 12 to hit.
Ugh.
Does that miss?
That does, I believe. Let me just check. But I think that misses.
Damn. My rolls are not doing so great today.
That does miss, as you
Shit.
will swipe near his head. But weirdly enough, at the same time, he will see something shiny on the ground and go to pick it up. And your knife just goes straight past his head. He will turn around quickly, noticing you.
Right.
And
Bonus action, and I'll shoot him in the face with my crossbow.
you can do that, yes.
Yeah. 25 to hit. I assume
That
25
does,
hits.
yes, that
Okay,
does
good.
definitely hit.
6 damage, and this will be sneak attack, right? Because it's my first damage.
No, it's the
Going
first
on.
attack that
Okay.
you make.
Okay. I'm not trying to be cheeky.
Plus, you technically have disadvantage for firing a ranged weapon in melee range.
He has the feat.
Oh, are you a sharp or whatever it's called, crossbow master?
Crossbow expert, yeah.
Nice. Things
And
I
as
don't
soon
know.
as soon as I see him miss, I would attempt the Sacred Flame on him.
Okay. Did you say that you were gonna ready a spell and ready to fire it?
We should
Yes.
just go into
Okay.
initiative.
In that case, yeah, if you said that you ready the spell before you went, I'll let you fire one off.
Yeah. So it's a DC 16 dexterity.
Well, I'll actually give you a choice here. You can either fire a spell or you can make a check to see if you notice something.
I would rather make it the check. Because I did see him looking off on something, so.
Make me a perception check then. 19. Okay. You hear a quick movement and the sound of metal being pulled coming from over here. And it sounds like it's coming towards you guys.
There's something metal and big coming up from over here.
And with that, you know the drill. And at the top of the round, Vincent. So, as he kind of fails in his sneak attack and his assassination of this creature, he will, however, get a shot off, hitting the creature in the chest, and he will scream out as it begins to echo in every direction. You hear movement with Malrum pointing it out. What do you do?
Yeah, where's Gold?
My bad, I was
Goes
muted.
behind.
I
Oh.
moved down and I'm taking a shot at the Dark Dwarf with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And that
And I got a
definitely
23.
hits. That is a 10. Okay. As the
And then
blast... Go ahead.
Sorry. No, you go ahead.
As the blast fires off, it shears half this creature's face off, and he will just look as this part of the room is lit up with your eldritch energy. Then what do you do?
I'm gonna move back up behind Malram, and that'll be my turn.
Human shield. Love it.
Woo.
Malram, your turn.
All right, I will. Seeing that it is a Durgar, and would I understand their sensitivity to light?
You would, yes.
Cool. Then on my shield, a light shall appear.
Okay. And which way are you pointing this, though?
I'll kind of be pointing it towards them, but it's not really an
It's in
aim
every-
thing. It's just,
yeah, it's every
yeah,
direction.
anything within 20 feet of me
Let's
is
see.
now bright light.
Let's just say that's on your shield. And with that, as these creatures have not been outside in a very long time, let's make a saving throw. What's your spell DC?
16.
Yep. This Durgar here, once he sees the light, you will see him kind of take his arms with his weapons and shield his eyes from the light. And it looks like he is too busy right now to really care about the rest of you, as he is quite literally being blinded. So, the next attack on him will be at an advantage.
And
that your turn?
then, yeah, I'll kind of just get more here in the center of the room.
Okay.
Try to. Oh, I know I can't grab my token. Yeah.
In that case...
Yeah, that is a big ass token. I'm just like.
I know. Just
I
I'll
wanna
just
be-
put it here.
There.
Falvor, your turn.
If you
Well- Got advantage, right?
Yes.
Sorry, what was you going to say?
No, I was just gonna say, if you want to, when you drag DM, when you drag the light out, if you right click it and just sit like behind or send to back or whatever.
Yeah, I did that,
It'll
and for
be-
some reason it
It's
still
just still not working.
grabs. Yeah,
Okay. Well, never mind.
it's
Sorry.
very big. But yeah, go ahead, Falvor.
I will attack it by with my short sword. Hopefully I hit this time. Oh, 11.
That misses.
Woo!
So cool.
So even with this Durgar blinded, you go in for the attack, but as you go in with your sword, the light will bounce off of your own sword that he's making now, and it will hit you in the eyes and kind of send you off course.
It's alright, my
Missing the
crossbow
target.
can hit him, right?
You can fire and try.
Yeah, 25.
25 hits.
Here we go. 8 damage. Should start with the crossbow first.
8 damage. Okay. And with this second crossbow bolt, this time it will hit right in between the eyes, and you watch this Durgar just fall backwards with burning eyes, and he is gone. Somebody's got -9.
Shit.
I'll just say done. What else do you do?
I'm gonna move behind Marum.
Another human shield. Love it.
Yes. Right there.
Everybody just likes the tanky cleric, I guess.
I'm just kind of ready
Yeah.
myself.
And with that, 2. Oh, damn it. 3, 4, 5, 6. So, let's roll a dice. Okay. So, Dusan, you see this Durga running out, a grey-looking dwarf out of the darkness, wielding a large-looking axe, and he will see you. He will see Vincent, and he'll go back and forth looking at you both, and he will decide and focus on you as he will take an attack. Yeah. Does an 11 hit?
Dodge out of the way, and as he swings at me, I'll say in Dwarvish, help, I'm a prisoner. They've got me here against my will.
Roll me a... Yeah, go ahead. You can roll for that. Roll me a deception. 12. Oh, wait, sorry, that was charisma. 7. He will just look up at you and say, well, don't worry, lad. I'll free you, and then I'll eat you.
And I'll just give him a very awkward smile.
And with that, it is your turn.
And I'll say, oh god, I will say back in Dwarvish, well, it doesn't look like you need a whole lot more to eat, judging by how ill-fitting your armor currently is. And I'll just viciously mark him.
That's a fail.
Yeah. So he has disadvantage on his next attack roll. But then I'll just like whisper at Vincent and say, this guy's like into eating people.
And as you say that to him, he will look up at you and watch as it goes from a angry looking face to a kind of saddened face. And it looks like he's been trying to diet recently, and you may have really hurt him there. But Vincent, your turn.
Is Gull getting any of this action?
Oh yes, I keep forgetting about Gull. Let me do. Okay, you can go now.
All right. I don't have much action, so I'm just gonna stab him with my spear, with one hand. Boom.
That is a... Yeah, that is it. And 4.
Actually, no, I can't do that yet. So that's my turn.
You don't want to move or anything?
I'm not taking opportunity of attack. No, I'm good.
Okay. In that case, Malrum, your turn.
Okay, so hearing that whole interaction in Dwarvish, I'll just kind of step over here on this side of him and say, oh, you're going to eat him and not me? How rude. And, yep, he's going to get stabbed.
You would get advantage if you were a bit
Advantage.
over to the side for flanking.
Yeah. Alright.
Nope. That
Oh, bonus action. Bonus action, stab again.
Nope. You just miss with the second one, as you go in to hit this creature, but it seemed to be more pissed off with being called out of shape after it's worked so hard, and it will dodge to the side where your weapon will smash against the ground, and it will just look up at you and smile with mostly broken teeth.
All right, that's cool. Cool.
Valvor.
Alright. I'll just walk over and I'll be like, "This is how you do it, Malrum." And I'll stab him in the back. This time I'm not gonna miss, I promise. Fuck.
You miss.
Fuck. Alright, I'll just shoot him in the back of the head with my crossbow then. Nothing changes. There's another 20
That hits.
mistake.
You are
What is
way better
this?
at crossbows than than yours.
5
attacking.
damage, there you go.
5 damage. Becoming a little embarrassing. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Next, the Durgar, seeing that it is being surrounded on all sides and it is looking pretty rough, it will shout at the top of its voice, "Intruders!" And it echoes and echoes and echoes. It will then take an attack on you, Malrum. A 15, does that hit?
Nope.
Okay, and that's its turn. At the after that, it is your turn, Usan.
I would like to, now that I've heard him scream intruders and say a couple things about eating me, I'd like to use minor illusion, and I would like to kind of at the same pitch and volume that he just screamed intruders, I would like in his voice for the minor illusion to sound like him saying false alarm.
Ooh. Tell me if I'm wrong here. Does minor illusion make noise?
If you create a sound, it can be a volume from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's voice, a lion's roar, beating of drums.
Okay.
Any other sound.
In that case, as you cast the spell, and you will all hear his voice scream out false alarm.
Can I just kind of
me-
like raise an eyebrow at the dwarf?
roll me a persuasion check?
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
That's my action. I suppose nothing else other than just kind of like maybe like mock this dwarf and like kind of pat my belly a little and shake my head no.
Okay. After you, Gull will run by you and will make his attack. First one, 16 hits. He will do 6 damage. Then his second attack. Natural 20. Don't
Oh,
fuck
no.
with monks.
I'm so glad you're rolling good now.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
He can only roll good when he's playing an NPC.
God damn
He
it.
can't.
So, oh, why'd I give him more health? For some reason the X is not working, but anyway, as he goes up to him, you will see him first jab this smaller creature in the stomach, forcing his head to go down, and at the same time he will bring up his knee into this creature's nose, pushing it, the bone, into the brain, and you will just watch this Duragar go head first into the ground and just snort a few times with blood coming out the nose, and then go still. As combat is now over. Gull will look around to the group and just say, "Well, I do not know if that ploy of yours, good sir, will work. We should be more wary from now on.
Indeed. And I'm actually going to kind of come over here and say, if we're going to investigate this room, do it quick. And I'll also extinguish the light.
Okay, it goes even darker than what it was before. And let me get rid of that. There you go.
Can I listen out to see if I hear any like running of the more Duragar coming towards us after he shouted out?
Make a perception check.
16.
16. You listen. And you do not hear any, fast marching or running towards you. You can hear water running. You hear what sounds like maybe crawling, but nothing coming towards you right now.
Good job, Sam.
I don't know completely if it's worked, but it might buy us a little bit of time. Honestly, I didn't know this gentleman, and whether or not he's to be believed is really up to whatever the culture he comes from and friends and allies he's made, and whether he's cried wolf before, who knows? So let's just be careful.
Seems to have worked. I don't hear no footsteps.
Well, at the very least, we know that there are more Dwergar in these halls, so best to stay on guard.
As always.
Can we investigate the room for ruins or things of that
You
nature?
can. Make me an investigation check. 18. You see a shining... When the light was still active, you saw a little bit of shining, almost like reflective material coming from this direction.
Ooh, up on the top there.
Yep.
I seen something shining up there. And I'm going to point up to here. When the light was on.
Gil, as you say that, will run up the wall effortlessly. And he will disappear out of your sight. A few moments later, he will quickly return to the edge. It seems to be another pile of the gold.
How many coins are up there, Ghoul?
1 second. He will bring back what looks to be all the gold that is on top of there. And it looks to be 30 pieces. He will also look to you, Vincent, and say, it looks like it was being hidden. And it smelled of Duragar.
Well, it's lucky that I seen it then.
Malram, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of standing in that hallway, just keeping an eye out in that corridor,
Okay.
just listening and waiting to see if any reinforcements decide to come.
Make me a perception check, as you are at the back. $17. Okay.
Oh, that was with advantage, but
It's fine.
Oop.
You hear some movement, but instead of it coming closer to you, it's actually moving away.
And that would get me slightly curious. So I would actually start going maybe towards the mouth of the cave, or the tunnel here, just to see if there's anything going on.
Mhm.
And we'll see if this cleric can be stealthy, which is probably a not.
11.
This time, unless it's been more than an hour now.
It would be around that time now.
Okay.
So an 11. You get to the mouth again, and there seems to be nothing there. And from what you could hear from the noise, it seemed to be already quite far away. And now you do not hear it at all.
Okay. Well then, I'm just gonna wait right there. Wait for them to catch up to me.
If Vincent isn't picking up that gold, I'm going to start putting it in my pocket.
Vincent?
Perhaps we should share that.
Yeah, sure. Here's 15.
I mean, all of us, Felvor.
We'll split it out at the end, and I'll just take it all for now.
Okay.
Okay, then there is 30 gold there.
Thank you.
And you also see the tunnel that seems to be heading upwards behind you, Falvor.
Yeah. Somebody want to go get Malrum? Seems like it goes on for further.
Yeah, I'd be happy to track back and find him.
And we've officially split the party.
We're all dead.
We're on.
Malram, it appears that Vincent and Falvor would like to continue on in that direction.
All right. And back I come.
Oh, we almost split the party. Give your
And as I'm
DM
getting
some
close-
fun.
Would I be hearing more of those noises that I heard before
Nope.
as I get closer this way? No? Okay. I thought I heard something over that way, but might have been coming from over here. I don't know.
What is this? Can I check it out? Like this fungus, whatever it is?
Yes, you can. Make me a nature check. That is a 10. You look over this fungus, and it doesn't seem to have anything to do with, spiders or anything like that. It seems to be some sort of nutrition, as it looks like someone's been eating parts of it, but it does not look like a spider's mouth. It looks more like a human's mouth. And because you are what you are, you get the scent of, this would be human. It seems in the last few days, a human has eaten parts of this.
Check this out. What kind of bite does this look like to you guys?
I'd go ahead and investigate it at that point.
A large bite? I kind of say questionably.
It
Yeah.
definitely looks like a classic human looking bite. Or humanoid at least.
Let's see.
Hey, this is what the Durgar eat down here?
Maybe. Didn't they say they wanted to eat us?
Well, if they can't eat others, I'm sure they would find something to eat. I'm not sure if they eat each other.
Maybe we could ask the next one.
Yes, that'd be a good idea. Instead of killing him, ask him.
Well, let's keep moving.
Indeed.
Gull says quietly under his breath, that is all we need. Duragar on shrooms.
Well, we do. Never mind. There you are. Keep up, Dusan. We don't want to lose you.
Sorry, my poor old legs, they just get so tired.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I do mind, but I'm
Oh.
I'm 30.
I see.
Thirty-two.
All old mates.
Huh?
I wouldn't say you're old, my friend.
Well, no, and from what I hear, thanks to my half-elven blood, I'll live pretty long, but, you know, nothing like small talk while you're walking through caves of death.
No.
There seems to be another fork in the road.
Classic. I'm starting to think we'd be quicker if we split up.
Well, I
Quicker
guess that
to die?
Yes, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna have to agree with Dusan on this one.
depends on if it's only one or two more things or if it's a lot more. But sticking together is always better.
If we look on the floor, can we see footprints or disturbedness, broken
Yes.
cobwebs?
You can see a lot of that. You don't even have to make a check. It seems these tunnels have been used heavily by both Duragar, humanoids, and lots of what look to be little stab marks on both the ground, the ceiling, and the walls. The stab marks only.
Okay. Which one seems the more traveled path by humanoids?
That make me an investigation with.
Yes, sir.
That would be a 12.
Dusan, how about the spirits?
I can ask them which way they'd like.
Yeah.
But you see that there are more humanoid footprints going to the right.
I can. Well, there does seem to be what appear to be gold pieces in this direction. I think if there are gold pieces, we can assume that there might be. Are all of the people we're after gnomes?
You,
I
you didn't
we
say.
do not. Yeah, we don't know ourselves.
The person that you
Well,
brought back, actually, you would know. The person that you brought back, he was Elven.
Yeah, the survey team seems to be a mixed team of races. Doesn't seem they're all gnomes.
We only knew of one gnome. And that was the wife
The body
of the
that you
other
found.
gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
well, we can start this way and always backtrack.
Indeed.
Falvor's definitely going to scoop up the gold.
Okay. I was waiting for someone to say it.
Yeah.
That's another 12
Well,
pieces.
Cool.
I figured he would, so it's just like I'm just gonna keep on going.
Need every piece.
Up
What I
ahead.
see,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
You see what looks to be mostly those mushrooms that you saw before. Some of them with what look to be rips and tears on them. But you also see what look to be other plants in here. But you'd have to get further in to get a real look. Who's going to bite the bullet? Malrum moves back.
He runs. Well, could I actually make my own nature check on these, just to kind of see?
You'd have to get closer to inside to get a good look, as it seems to be in the middle of the room.
Alright, I would kind of, because they have me curious, so I would kind of want to see what's going on in here.
Okay, Malm's going first. The clunky one.
Little bit further in.
All right.
It's around here where you see the other type of
Okay.
There you
So
go.
yeah.
So, with a 9, you have no idea what these things are, but you will see them. Where are they? There they are. And I'll put it into the chat so you can actually all see what they look like. More mushrooms, but these are more of a blood red kind of color. And they look like that.
Well, if typical convention is to tell you anything, those with brighter colors are typically ones you'd want to leave alone.
Yes.
But I'm no druid, so
Well, there's a lot of stuff in here that I don't know about as well. And I'll just kind of keep moving forward.
Okay.
I'm going to be ignoring those mushrooms. Unless they seem like they're about to come out and attack me.
Nope, they look like just plants that are there.
Maybe we avoid touching them completely. Can I actually see if I recognize them?
You're a half elf, right?
Yeah. I'm a drow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, make a nature check. 11. With an 11, you do not know what they do, but to you they look like, mushrooms. If you were to pick them, it wouldn't just, blow up in your face, or it wouldn't be a poison or something like that. They just look like normal mushrooms. You don't know what they do or if they do anything at all, but they're not going to, blow up or anything.
Alright.
They are just mushrooms.
Well, knowing this, I'm actually going to take them. I'll be very careful though. I've got my leather glove on.
Okay. You pick them up.
I'll cut at the base of them and I'll put them in my bag.
Okay, they blow up. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck you, bastard.
No. You take them and you get 3 of them. And you can write down you have 3 strange mushrooms.
Oh.
Gull will kind of impatiently say to the 2 of you in front, "Perhaps a little more speed, gentlemen."
There we go.
Now.
Seems to be the right way.
Is this cavern getting higher and higher, or taller and taller?
No.
Okay.
You see ahead of you what looks to be the start of another one of those holes.
Spoke too soon. I mean, we could check down it, but we most likely have to go back, right?
I would kind of get up right up to the edge and just look down and see if within 60 feet if I could see the bottom.
You look all the way down, and on the bottom there seems to be more bodies, but no creature on the inside. And I would like you to make an investigation check, in fact. Ooh.
Shit.
Ooh!
So, you see what look to be drag marks and movement marks coming from this direction. You also see what look to be a few more copper, silver, and gold pieces also leading in this direction. The other direction, heading upwards, seems to be clear, and also more humanoids' footprints heading that direction.
It seems that more humanoids were kind of going to that path more toward our north, but there's also some more silver and copper on that path directly in front of us.
I know this seems silly, but I think we should actually go the gold route. Not just because I'm greedy and I want more gold, but because maybe
Insight
something...
check.
No, that's not a lie. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. Maybe
Okay.
maybe something is carrying the gold and dropping it as it goes along.
Yeah, it does seem that there were some drag marks, and it. What I assumed that bodies were being thrown, because that's what I'm kind of assuming is bodies are being thrown down into this hole.
Definitely want the gold though.
The bodies on the bottom, you can definitely tell were dragged down there. Not thrown, but dragged. And they were all naked, just like the others were.
There's something going on here. So, can we kind of skirt around the edge
You can.
and make it over here?
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to skirt around the edge.
Vincent, you know you can just walk across.
Yeah, but two sons knew. I'm not gonna do that.
He will. Gull will run across the wall easily, making it.
Falls
That
to
goal,
his
he's a
death.
very showy guy.
We are paying him.
Did you say that out loud?
Yep.
Gull will, after you say that, will just whisper behind you and say, I am sorry if you find it that way. I am just a follower of the light, my friend. No offense, mean.
No, that's okay, Gol. I was speaking out of jealousy, really.
Oh. You flatter me, sir.
And I would stop right there if I would notice the whatever that is.
You see something?
I might. I don't know.
Then you
I'll see if I see something.
might need to get closer then, if you
Actually,
really
let
want to see
me
something.
do it if you see something. I'll sneak around the corner. I'll actually do a stealth as well.
I'll
That's
say
alright.
from that distance, make me a perception check, Malram.
Big 7.
You can't see where it is, but you can probably guess where it is, and you do see, however, what look to be the severed arm of a Durgar, and you also begin to hear very small munching kind of sounds and kind of movement and sloshing sounds.
There's something eating kind of over there. And it seems that it likes Durgar as well as other things. I am not sure if we should proceed or if we want to go down the other path.
And we could just carry on like we've always been doing and taking out the enemies in front of us.
I don't know what it is.
Well, you know what? I'll find out for you. And
Oh.
I will stealth around the corner.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
18.
18. Let's see if it sees you. It does not.
Awesome. Seeing it, I'll go back and I'll just say, "Yep, it's another spider. Oh, I hate them so much."
This one seems to be tucking into the stomachs of two Duragar, and these Duragar are dressed differently. They are in heavier armor, and what look to be better weapons. But this creature seems to have killed them both and is in the middle of eating them.
Do you want to exterminate? Is it bigger than the ones we have fought before, or is it about the same size?
Is it bigger than the other ones we've seen before?
It looks around the same size.
All right. It doesn't look any bigger than the other ones.
Well, if we want to exterminate it, we can, or we can leave it to its meal. I defer. I'm good killing it or moving on.
Perhaps I can go with Falvo this time and try to stun the creature.
But I like that idea.
Gull, you've already stunned me with all of your wall walking, so maybe just do some of that and the spider won't know how to respond.
Please, you must stop. I will begin to feel pride too much. It is a pathway to sin, my friend. Although I must say it is warming my heart that you think this.
I'll just give him a little wink.
In that case, he will stealth.
Yeah,
And
I'll go with him as well.
I'll I guess as he's walking, I'll just tell the spirits to watch over Gull, and I'll cast guidance on him.
Okay. He will make his way silently into the chamber, taking up positions around, not making a noise, as it seems the spider does not see either of you. And looking over at you, Falvor, he will nod, and at the same time, he will go in for the punch as you go in with your attack.
Yep.
Go ahead.
25! Finally got a stab.
He will get a 20 and a 15, which will miss. First one will do 10 points of damage.
I will do 4 damage, and I assume this is a sneak attack.
Yep.
So another 12 damage on top of that. And I will also bonus action my crossbow.
No need.
18. Oh, okay.
As in one swift, very calculated movement, the creature, you go in for the stab, he goes in for the martial art move. You stab and kind of tear at the side of this creature. As it winds back to look at you, the creature that is attacking it, he will dance upon its back, moving upwards, grabbing its head and kind of twisting it so hard that it just looks now up at the roof, and it just seems to collapse and begins to curl up in itself.
It's dead.
We make a good team.
Mm-hmm.
It is clear, my friends. You may come in.
All
The
right.
beast is dead.
Well, good job, you two.
Thank you.
Fucking hate spiders.
Yes, this must be taking a toll on you, my friend.
Maybe I won't hate them after this.
Maybe it's just therapeutic because he gets to kill a ton of spiders.
Maybe you will even like them after all of this.
Doubt it.
Well, you know, spiders are a delicacy where I come from.
It's disgusting.
Very delicious.
Never been to visit the place you're from.
Dusan, could you please make me an investigation check, as you're the closest?
Investigation.
Oh, yeah. You see small glimmers of light coming from up above you, over in this direction.
I will ask my little rogue friend if he could send some of his light orbs in that direction.
I'm on it. Draco.
And with that, you probably now guess why there was more armored Durgar in here.
Because there's more money.
Booty.
There's booty. And also this large fly on the wall.
Lovely.
Oh, they got large spiders, large flies.
Mm-hmm.
Large booties.
Is this like a pit with mushrooms in the bottom?
It is.
Well, I can't run on walls, but I know a certain type of creature from somewhere that can.
Oh, that is me. He's talking about. Yes, I can do this. Would you like me to do this?
Yes, please. Recover what you can and let us know what's over there. And, I don't know, throw a rope back.
He will giddily make his way over across the wall, kind of almost now slightly showing off, as he is probably not used to this type of attention, and kind of does a.
Can I see how he did it and attempt to do it myself?
Okay.
Oh god.
So you see him run up the wall, and weirdly enough, it's almost like his body is defying gravity in a way. But you see how he does it. You see where he puts his feet, where he puts them in the grooves. And go ahead, make a acrobatics
I've
check.
got this. I've got this. See?
16. Okay.
I've got it.
As you run across the wall, you are not as delicate and quiet and also kind of beautiful in its in its movement, but you do manage to do it. But it does make a
Nice.
bit more noise as you move over there.
Oh, see?
Are you sure you are not a monk, my friend? That was very good.
I just gotta just copying you. I'll sell this treasure. So
Yes. Should I open the chest? And you'll walk up to it.
wait a second. Just let's be careful. We don't. It might be booby trapped. Let
It
me
is
investigate.
very wise. You investigate,
no.
or do you say him?
I'll investigate to see if it's trapped.
Okay, investigation.
21.
21. It is not trapped, but it is heavily locked with iron bars and what look to be a large lock on the front.
Oh, it's good I have my lock picking set with
Okay.
me.
Thieves' tools check then.
Yeah, never done this before. I assume this will go off my.
You just need to click on the tools.
Yeah, something. 14.
14. That will indeed unlock the padlock, allowing you to open the chest.
What's that?
As you open it, it's a mimic. No.
Ah!
You will open up the chest and you will see. On the inside, you see what looks to be a diamond. You're not sure the value. You see 3 scrolls. And you also see 2 potions.
Look. Actual pockets at all.
Okay.
And I'll also pick up all the gold around the treasure
Mhm.
chest.
You can put another 75.
So,
As Gull will run across to the rest of you, and he will tell you exactly what was in the chest. He is just coming now.
yep. Okay. just like before. And I
Another
will
check.
run across 17. That's even better
This-
than before. I'm getting better.
Yeah, this time you seem to be getting this down, and being a monk, it's not that hard.
Yeah, I got that. So, what up, guys? We got a bunch of stuff. I guess we could check it out after we finish this mission, or do we want to check it out now? Maybe it'll help us.
I can check it out here quick, see what's going on.
Yes.
I'll hand both of the potions to Malrum, because I know he's good at that kind of stuff.
10-minute identify coming up.
So you said there was two potions, there's some scrolls and a diamond.
Yep, there's. Let me just tell you again.
Three
There is
scrolls.
3 scrolls, 1 diamond, 2 potions,
Okay, cool. Now,
and a load of
maybe-
gold.
maybe you have the scrolls to do some. I feel like you maybe know what these do. Seem very wise. I'll pass him the 3 scrolls over.
Who are you passing these to?
I'll be staring at the diamond myself.
Who do you pass the scrolls to?
Do some.
Do some.
Oh, I mean, I can look them over and see if I've ever seen anything like it.
Yeah, you make me an Arcana check.
And I'll kind of see the diamond. How much is that diamond worth?
Make me a. You have come across diamonds before, and people have told you their value. Make me a history check, and you, however, do not know what these scrolls do.
feel like
I-
would know
Yeah,
how
I'm.
much a diamond is worth. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I've never read. I'm not really. Let's just say wizardly teachings aren't really my thing.
Let's see.
12. That's for the diamond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not sure. You know that it is very expensive. It's, very clear diamond. Probably up at least 400, but that's just at least.
All right. I'll kind of look at the diamond and say, "Would you mind if I actually held on to that? I could, if one of us happens to die, I could bring us back with that."
You have that?
Yes, I do. Level 3 Revivify.
Oh, you have access to level 3 spells. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh. And I'll hand him over the diamond.
One of the potions most of you recognize, as this seems to be just an everyday common healing potion, probably brought down by one of these bodies as they seem to be excavating this area, and they never got the chance to use it. The other potion, however, you have no idea.
Hey.
And I will go ahead and cast. I'll go ahead and just start sitting down and casting Identify as a ritual for anything that we don't know what it is. But
Okay.
that'll take a better part of about an hour. So if we just want to take
Oh,
a short
shoot.
rest, because if I cast it as a ritual, it's a 11-minute casting time.
I mean, I don't mind us having a short rest. Also, can you guys mind if I take that healing potion? I am 1 down. Hello.
Yeah, go. You can go ahead and take it.
Okay, cool.
So, are you all agreeing to spend an hour here?
Yeah.
If people are feeling as though they need to take a break and mend their wounds, then I think this would be as good a place as any. It seems to be relatively defensible, other than the gaping hole at the other side of this tunnel. But
Okay. In that case, you can all click on your tokens and hit the short rest macro at the top. So,
If anybody is
Use one of
using
my
hit dice,
Nice, back to full health.
okay, well then I won't even bother reciting the Song of Rest.
all right. Now, you cast Identify on all the items, right?
Yep.
Okay. The first spell scroll is a Find Familiar scroll. The second is a very nice 4th level Fire Shield scroll. And the third is a Leomund's Tiny Hut scroll. The Potion of Healing is just the normal common one.
Yep.
And the potion, the other one that you did not recognize, is a Potion of Climbing.
Alright, so I'll kind of let the party, as I'm identifying, I'll let the party know what all these are. Because it was a 4th level fire shield, you said?
Yep.
Interesting. Or maybe whoever here is not good at climbing should take that potion. I feel like I'm pretty good myself at that.
Technically, I am very bad at climbing, but I can also fly, if need be.
I'll be fine. I do not need the potion. Maybe Dusan?
Well, I mean, I'll never turn down a potion if I'm being offered one.
Yeah, give a Dusan it then. Maybe Alan, you look after the scrolls for now.
Sure. And I'll put those scrolls in my pack.
Okay. In that case, please mark down on your sheets what you have. Dusan, please add the Potion of Climbing to your sheet.
Oh, yes, of course.
And after an hour, could I have... Actually, no. You wouldn't even need to. At the end of this hour, as you're all kind of taking a break, having a rest, catching your breath, you will begin to hear what sounds like mumbling coming from no direction. And it begins to grow and grow and grow until it is more like words. And this is when you realize it is not coming from a direction. It seems to be in your minds. It seems to be trespassing amongst your thoughts. As you hear this.
You kill my brood. You take my food. Why? How? It does not matter. Come and meet me. I will enjoy you over and over and over. Come.
It's not
Did anybody
terrifying at all.
else? Did anybody else hear something creepy?
Yep.
Oh, good, this wasn't a new spirit. All of you heard it as well.
It
Yes.
sounds sounds like we pissed off Mama Spider.
I can only imagine they didn't like that we jumped down that hole and killed the thing with the human-y head.
Well, let's go see if we can find it then, shall we? And I'll go ahead and start leading us out.
As you begin to walk away, Gull will kind of grab you by the hand and say, "Are you sure we should be doing this? We are here to find survivors, not..." And he looks scared for the first time. "Not whatever this creature is."
We will keep looking for survivors, but I don't know if this thing is going to let us leave if we get any survivors.
This is more than I thought it would be. He will grab a hold of his symbol. That, for the first time, for you who would be paying attention, you see the symbol of, this would be the Dawnfather. There is no light down here. No light.
As I see him say that, I'll just say, "Of course there is," and I'll cast I'll do the cantrip.
He will look at you and give you a little smile. "That is not what I meant, my friend. But
No.
I will not give up. Please, Marim, excuse me. Lead the way."
I'll kind of put my hand on his shoulder and say it will be all right. If we think that whatever just spoke to us is too much, we will pull out. Anything that can speak into your mind is something to be feared, especially if we do not know where it is.
He will nod, a small nod, towards you. Almost you can tell that he's a little bit ashamed that he's feeling fear right now.
And then I'll go ahead and start moving along.
Are you guys going normal pace, or would you like to stealth again?
I mean, I could have cast Pass Without a Trace on us all before we leave.
You recast it?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll cast it on all of us.
Okay.
It'll be the last of my materials, but I can get more.
In that case, everyone make me a stealth check. Plus
Double
10.
21. 31.
Okay.
Plus 10.
Oof.
Big six.
So you got
Big
to do
six.
16 now.
Okay. And let's roll for gold. Okay,
Nice.
32.
Actually, you don't need more materials. It doesn't use it. You just have to have them on hand. It looks like.
Oh. Thought I used. And I got 3 sets of everything. I've still got them then.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Good to know.
Okay. Gull, you can see that he is not willing to lead the way anymore.
I'll keep leading.
In fact, he's gonna hang at the back, probably near Dusan.
If he seems to be exhibiting like non-verbals of being afraid, I would do my best to comfort him and say that, we're strong as a group. Things like, I don't know, you can run on walls, so you must be good at everything, and other things that are comforting.
Make me a persuasion check.
Before you keep moving, be careful. I think we came to a dead end.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
not a dead end, but a split.
He will seem to resonate with those words, and you do see him begin to calm down. And yeah, he looks a little bit more confident after you talk with him.
And I'll give him a pat on the back and say, besides, even if you do stand in the back and cower away, you'll still be gorgeous.
Oh, may I ask you a question?
Well, haven't you already?
It is just a question I probably should have asked you when I first met you. Why do you carry a skull?
It's it's easier to hear both sides of the story when I have it near.
I see. Very well. Okay, so you have another fork. There is this direction, or there is this direction. Looks like you're going to the top part.
Leave it to fate.
Leave it to the fate of my mouse in which direction it goes.
Stop there. Could Malra, could you make me a dexterity save, please?
Oh, but of course, those
I'd
are
say
my
no.
specialty, Dutch.
Make me a perception check first, because you were looking out.
Alright.
11. Okay, now make me a dexterity save. Okay.
Big 3.
So, as you get to this part, you will move your legs as you normally would, and you feel what feels like a little bit of wire as you kind of step forward, pulling this wire. And at the side, the right side of you, you will see a flurry of blades sweep out of the wall towards you, and slicing into your rib cage on the side, you will see these. And you will immediately take 12 hit points. Now, would you jump backwards or forwards?
I would probably jump. Right there, I would probably jump backwards.
Okay. Move yourself a little bit back as you jump backwards, and you watch as these blades retract back in.
Oh, that didn't feel great.
The rest of you also saw these blades sweep out of the wall, slicing into the ribs at the side of Malrum.
Fine. Everybody know how to have any ideas to stop the traps? Stop these blades coming out?
I do.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
And as he is like, he sets his sack down on the ground, and he rummages through it for a second, and then in a moment pulls out one of these, and he kind of like spins it around for a little bit, looks for the right cork, and then says, I can make a gallon of honey, and maybe with enough of it and a little bit of time, it can gum up the mechanism. Or, acid, I think, is one of these. I've never really used that side of the jug. I don't know what 8 ounces would do.
I would have no idea how much acid would need to melt through a saw blade, but I would feel that more than 8 ounces would be needed.
Otherwise, we can sit here and all can get drunk, and then whatever pain we feel will be dulled.
That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, the best one yet. That's the best idea I've heard all night.
no.
A gallon
No.
of wine and 8 gallons of beer should, dull the senses significantly.
Yes, I agree.
Does it
Let's
seem like
drink.
we could pass through here in any way while avoiding contact with this?
And after I kind of sit down and heal myself after being mauled by a blade, I'd say there just seems to be a wire that I tripped on
Oh, well,
that made the blades come out.
maybe we just get rid of that wire then.
I think you should pass me a drink.
Well, I mean, since it's already out,
Yes,
Just-
exactly.
you just want it straight into your mouth. I didn't bring any cutlery.
Don't worry, I have my own cup on me always. So yeah.
I mean,
Please do not give him that much alcohol.
That's a single cup of wine would do.
I think I will try to spin it around and let him know that there's wine coming into your wine sack, but I want to use the mayonnaise cork.
Okay.
Oh,
Deception, insight. Let's see if he eats mayonnaise.
this is delicious wine. I'm not
Make an
even gonna
insight check.
try.
Oh, you know you're
Nope.
gonna try? All right.
Nope.
So
It's
you
it's
pour-
a thicker brew from whatever this magical jug is. It's quite astounding.
It is. Oh, that is amazing. You're gonna have to give me more of that
Ew.
later. I loved it.
I'll put the jug back in my sack and say, "Well, let's try to get this wire tripped in a way
Ow.
that doesn't kill us."
After doing this, I'm feeling more perky in myself, and I'm just gonna try and leap through the trap.
Your breath is gonna stink.
I know, right? Yeah, I'd like to
Okay.
leap through the trap.
Make a dexterity save.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Natural 1.
yes. Well, if that was wine in my system, I may have made it.
It
mean-
was wine. It's just not wine yet.
Well, no. Apparently, you've drunk too much wine because you just don't really seem to be feeling yourself right now.
How much damage do I take?
You're gonna take
16.
16. As you watch the rest of you, him, what seems to be high on
What's that?
mayonnaise, runs, jumps, leaps over where the blades are. But when he jumps, he triggers the just by the tip of his boot, triggers the wire, and you watch as the blades swing out, slicing down his right leg.
All right, though. I mean, I assume I made it through, right?
You
'Cause
do.
I was jumping through it.
Yep, you make it through, but your leg is heavily bleeding now.
Can I ascertain the way in which this trap is working?
Yes, and you don't even need to roll for it. It seems whenever someone hits that wire, it triggers it.
Do I get the sense that if I were to either cut or disrupt the wire, that it would render this trap useless?
Make me an intelligence check.
I've just stepped over the wire.
You could have.
I mean, that's what I was doing. I was leaping over it.
With a 10, you get the idea if you cut it, it would fling out one more time and then stay kind of out.
Yeah, I'll make that suggestion to. I mean, I have a dagger, but If it looks like I can cut it with a dagger, I'll do so.
Yeah. If you went down on, on all fours and kind of crawled up to the wire, you could probably get there without getting hurt.
All right. Or if there's anyone who has the magical aptitude to do so from a distance. All right. Well, I'll just crawl down on the ground and, make sure that I be as flat as possible and, take a swig of mayonnaise and then put the dagger up to the wire.
Okay. You put the dagger onto the wire and you kind of saw at it for a moment as eventually it breaks. The blades come swinging out, almost like a fan. They hit the other side of the wall and then they just rest there, kind of loosely.
And I'll just kind of worm my way on my back to the other side.
Okay. You see a heavily damaged Falvor who now smells of mayonnaise.
I'll take I'll take some of the mayonnaise and rub it between my hands and then put it on his wounds.
Oh my god.
Oh!
It's a magical salve.
So
See.
gross.
Oh, I feel so much better.
It stings heavily.
The power of placebo.
Okay. Does this mean...
As I walk past Falvor, I'll touch him on the arm and give him also a cure wounds.
You.
Oh, I was in the middle of helping Malrum. You don't need to... Oh, there's the flash of light. Okay, great. Yep.
Okay, you heal... What is that, 6?
6.
No, it was a level 2 spell, so it's the 6 and the 7. So
Nice.
13.
Oops. Awesome.
Could... Dusan and Marum make me perception checks.
Too busy wiping the mayonnaise all over Falvor.
I just picture that Falvor is kind of like, and you're just, without even asking him for his permission, just rubbing it on him quietly. Incredible.
I mean, that's how you heal wounds, right? You just spread mayonnaise on them and then they heal, right?
Yeah, I feel much better.
I'm gonna have to make you roll for disease later. But with a 18, Malrum, you hear what sounds like whimpering coming from around the corner.
Okay, I'll say there's some whimpering up ahead, and continue to move forward as I stepped away to grab a drink because I'm a smart guy like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll kind of get around the corner and see what's going on.
Okay. You begin to move around the corner. Does anyone go with him? Except for Gold.
I will go with him.
Looking around the corner, you see what... You can just see what seems to be the start of a pool of some sort.
Okay, I'll kind of... Does it look like it's a pool of blood or a pool of just water?
It looks like water. Dark water. You also see some
Okay.
plants growing from the side of it that you've never seen before.
Okay, I will keep slowly moving forward, trying to keep an eye out for the whimpering sound.
Okay. It seems to be coming from, weirdly, in the direction of the water.
Okay, I'll kind of get up to here and I'm assuming I still can't see it from if I'm standing on the edge right there.
You can see the plants. In fact, you will see Not mayonnaise.
It's
Uh,
disgusting.
you will see. This plant. Put it in the chat. But other than that, you see no one. It is too dark, and the water keeps on going. But you do hear noise coming from in the distance, across the lake, or this underground water spring.
Okay. So, I think what I would do. So, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and grab just like a copper piece
Mm-hmm.
and cast light on it, and just kind of. Because can I see through the grasses at all, or
Through the what?
like all the plants that are right there along the edge? Can I see across them, or is it too thick to
No.
see what's
The
happening over
plants are
here?
only here. There's a small bushel of them, and that's it. And then the rest is
Oh,
just
okay.
water, dark water.
Okay, so yeah, so I would kind of get right here, grab a copper piece, cast light on it, and then just kind of toss it in the direction where I can hear the whimpering, seeing if I can see what's going on.
Okay, make me a strength check to see how far you can throw this.
If you hit the thing that's whimpering and it just
15.
explodes with how strong you are.
So where I'm pinging, this is where you can put the light.
Okay, so yeah, I'll throw it that way.
Do you want to drag and drop it on, or do you want me to do it?
I could do it.
Let's start scooping up this gold that's right in front of us.
Yes, you can.
Thank you. How much?
That would be 45.
Nice.
You see the beginnings of a humanoid kind of looking heavily hurt, and looks like he's just trying to hide. And as the light kind of beams up, he will look over in your direction and just be incredibly startled and afraid, and he will begin to make a lot of noise. No, please, stop. I don't. What do you do?
How far is he from me?
It's around 40 feet.
Okay, so what I would go ahead and do is, seeing that he's injured, I would just say, is there anything close over there? And one of those is also going to be just a healing word.
Okay. You cast Healing Word on him. And he heals 9. Okay. Some of the wounds will begin to close, and he will kind of calm down a little, looking over at you. Are you going to kill me?
No.
We're here to rescue you. Is there a reason you haven't swam across this pond?
It's inside there. It's in the water.
What's in the water?
A spider, but it's bigger than a normal. It's not like the others.
Right, well.
Please, I'm so
That's a
hungry.
good reason to not swim in there. I can't fault you.
Alright. So with that, what I would go ahead and do, because I could get over to him, but I don't know if this thing is going to try to attack me if I fly over to get him.
Would that copper piece, that light, would it have gone now?
Actually, it would have sunk down into the water,
We wouldn't be able to
illuminating
s-
this
yeah, that's what
area.
I'm saying.
Now,
We would have been able to see what's in the
I'll
water.
say, Malrim, as you're the one who threw it, could you make me a split second perception check? Ooh.
Natural 1. Woohoo.
Nope. It sinks. It is illuminating this area. You cannot see anything around that piece of water, around where I'm pinging. It is, however, still lighting up the room as the water is not that deep. And you can still see, around this area.
Seeing how that worked, can I actually cast the cantrip dancing lights and actually sit them on the surface of the water in multiple areas?
You can?
Yeah. Maybe I can bring this thing out. It doesn't like light.
Okay, place them where you want.
There. 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 And there.
Okay. You place them on top of the water and it lights up the room. And in some parts, you can see better inside the water. However, from where you place them, you do not see any creatures or movement on the inside.
Is the water quite see-through, or is it
It's
very
not.
murky?
It's murky, but
Okay.
these lights are quite bright.
Alright. I'm suggesting neighbours climb in that water.
Well, I'm
However,
not-
Bill, do you think you could maybe run across the wall to him?
Does your light ability allow you to run across the water?
I am ashamed to say that I have not. In fact, let me check. He can move, run across the water.
I only ask because I have met some monks in my travels who were able to do so.
Yes, I can do this.
Well, but if we run across the water, it's still the
Well,
surface.
if you're fast enough, which I completely believe in your abilities to be able to do, you might be able to snatch that man up and bring him back before this thing reacts. Alternatively, you could get over there via the wall so that it isn't alerted to his presence.
Or I could just do this, and I'll go ahead and just use my I'll go ahead and use my Radiant Soul ability. Let my wings bamf out.
All right.
And then I will fly up about, how high is the cavern, would you say, in here?
This part here would be around about 45 feet.
Okay, so I would go up a full 30 feet just to stay way clear from that water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go ahead and just fly over to him.
Okay.
Damn lights.
Let me move
Yeah,
them.
they are a bit huge.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of their hitbox thing. Okay, as you land, he will immediately kind of fall to his knees. You're an angel. You're an angel. And he'll grab a hold of your feet and just kind of hug them.
I'll kind of just...
Yep.
Oh, good.
I was just
going to say I'm going to pat him on the head and, just try to pick him up.
In that case, before you go, please make me a perception check. This would actually be advantage as well.
Oh, all right.
Oh, good job, Jesus.
I'll just roll again. Yeah, another nat 1. Cool. There we go.
Okay. As this time you kind of know what you're looking for from earlier on, you see this carved into the side of this wall.
I'll see that and just kind of call over. There's more runes. And I'm assuming these are dwarvish.
Yep.
Cool.
Describe them for me.
Hold on. I actually know dwarvish myself. So
You
that
do?
would be T and I. It's the dwarvish runes for T and I.
Meanwhile, the man is begging you to save him. He's literally almost kind of scratching on your armor, just, please get me out. Please, I won't sin ever again, Angel. I promise. I swear to all the gods. Please.
Don't worry. And I'll go ahead and pick him up and then do the same thing, 30 feet in the air, and then fly him back over with the party.
Okay. You get him over to the other side. Once on the other side, he will just kind of go from each of you, kind of kissing you on the cheeks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Does he look like someone that might have been part? Actually, I'm just going to ask him. Were you part of the group that came down here? Were you
Yes.
hired by a gnome?
Yes, I was. Did he send you?
Did.
My name's Glenn. I'm so happy to meet you. Are we getting out of here?
Well, are there any more of your... Do you know if there are any more of your party further in?
There is. No, there are no others. We should go now.
Let's see if he's lying.
Yeah,
make an insight
insight check.
Insight checks.
Very... Oh, 4.
Okay, Vincent and Malram. Desant, are you making an insight check?
Oh, sure.
Oh, and you too. You three can clearly tell he just wants to leave, and he is saying that there are no more survivors, but he is clearly lying.
Are you being a coward?
Now, Glenn, we're going to save as many people in here as we can, and we need you to calm down.
No.
The more noise you make, the more spiders you're going to attract.
You can't save them all. They took the other guy. He was taken into the chamber. I saw it. They were dragging me along, but I saw them take him. They took him in there. The chamber, the main one. We can't get to him. We have to leave him behind. The others maybe, but not him.
Right, well, we'll make our way there. Where are the others?
I don't know. I know there's him in the chamber, and I don't know where the others went. I'm sorry.
Were they behind you? How many of you were there?
There were his wife. I didn't see her being brought down here. There was me, the man who was dragged into the chamber, and 2 others. There were 3 more down here, I think.
Well, we're going to try to find as many of them as we can.
I assume he's talking about the wife and the other one we found?
You're not sure? I mean, you can probably guess the wife, the female.
Yeah, well, and there was also the other...
The guy that's still alive we left back at the trailer. Actually,
Well,
no, he
there's-
went to the village, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
did.
there was the guy that we left alive. There was her that was killed, and then there was the other body that had the relic on it that we couldn't recover.
Mhm.
Because when we came back, it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Dusan, you know that guy that they're talking about who went to the village.
Right, that's the person who told the story of the fact that they're here.
Mm-hmm.
Because do we know if that other guy was also part of the?
You have no idea.
I'll kind of describe. I'll describe the other body that we found to Glenn and say, is that a good description of one of your members? We found 2 others already.
That sounds like his wife, but the other person, I don't know anyone like that. They weren't with us.
Okay.
There's still more people down here.
Well, we know there's at least one more, but
What are we gonna do with Glenn?
yeah, that's
Glenn, you
That's-
can hang back with me and I'll make sure nothing hurts you.
Thank you. Thank you. And he'll wrap his arms around you, giving you a hug. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, just try to remain as quiet as you possibly can. We've been trying to get through here undetected.
I won't speak. I swear. Just don't leave me.
I promise not to leave you as long as you don't do anything stupid, and I'll just look right at him.
Okay.
And actually, here's what I'll go ahead and do, and I'll say I can make sure that even if he does scream, no sound will escape, but there will be about a 20-foot sphere around him where no sound will be heard.
Well, as somebody who very much values their ability to use their voice, that would not be very helpful. But I appreciate the thought.
Well,
if he does start screaming, though, you're welcome to silence him however you'd like.
Oh, yeah, I'll just kind of keep that on reserve for now. Because I only have one more level 2 spell. And that seems like
Oh.
it might be a good use.
Yeah, you might want to watch out what you're doing with the spells, guys.
Glenn, quiet.
Because if I cast it on him now, I can make him silent without using a slot.
The silence spell doesn't move.
It doesn't?
Nope, it's a stationary AoE.
Then never mind.
Well, I would much prefer not to get into a fight with a water spider, but if the rest of you want to, I suppose we can usher Glenn off into a farther area.
I would say that we don't need to. We would be at a severe disadvantage trying to fight whatever this other spider is. And also at this point, my wings and everything, I would go back to being just normal at this point.
You're never just normal. You're
Normal-
my favorite.
Normal-ish for me. But yeah, so I'll just gotta. I would say if we could try to see if his comrade is still alive. But then other than that, we have fulfilled everything that we need to down here.
Where is
So
this
from-
chamber you speak of, Glenn?
It's back there. I think there are 2 ways in. One back there to the left and one where we're going. A door, a big, great stone door shaped like a skull.
You're going to have to kill another spider to get in.
Glenn, I think we've already killed that thing.
Well, what I'll go ahead and do is, as they're talking, I just kind of want to see what would be going on up here if there
I'm
is.
following. I'm following you.
It speaks in my head. I hear it.
Okay, we didn't kill that one, but we killed its child.
It'll be coming for us then. It'll.
Oh, it most certainly is.
Shouldn't we leave then?
No, Glenn, we have other people to rescue. Come now, come now.
And I would actually stop right there
Okay.
because I'm not sure if I can see.
You
Seems
would
like
have to
there's
look down.
Yeah.
Looks like some sort of pit.
So I think I would kind of approach right here and stop probably right about there and see if I basically see all this happening down here.
You can. You see many, many small, what look to be the spiders that you fought before. These look like to be adolescents, babies of that same spider species, anyway.
Malram, would you like to be a hero today?
That depends.
Well, how many of these spiders would you like to kill?
I'll kind of turn back to Glenn and say, is this the direction that they took your friend off in?
I came from the bottom last time. I haven't been here before, but I think so.
So you're saying you started at the bottom and now we're here?
Yes. And this place, it went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Sake.
If they took, considering that the other spiders that we've seen that were like this have eaten anything fleshy, I don't know if we could fight all these little spiders. And if there's all these little spiders, something tells me this is where Mother Spider is as well.
Malram, you have to have a little bit of faith. Surely a man of the cloth would understand.
I do 100% understand
Are
having
we
some faith.
not at war with these spiders? Have they not attacked our own?
We have been attacked by these. However, I also don't want to jump into fights that I know I'm going to lose or
You're
have the
not
possibility
going
of
to
lose.
lose. You've got us and the power of friendship on your side.
While they're talking, can I kind of peek over the edge? How far down is this cavern?
15 feet.
15.
Do you want to use dancing lights again?
No, I do not. I mean, I could start shooting at these little freaks with my crossbow.
Okay.
If you guys are done.
There also seems to
Malram.
be what looks to be another platform across what you can just see.
Could I actually? I would like to try to perceive over there, but I don't know if I would be able to.
You would have to run and jump probably.
Send goal. Be faster.
Should I have dark vision farther than 15 feet?
Yeah, I don't know if the dark vision is kind of going down into the pit more than it is. Because we could see that there's a platform there, but we just can't see if there's anything actually on the platform itself. But I also don't know if it's higher or lower.
My dark vision stops at about, looks like 20 feet.
Yeah, well, and I know I have 30. I believe I have 30. Let's see.
I technically have 60, but so I should be able to see all of this. But I'm not fussed.
Yeah, I can also see.
Dark vision, Dusan.
As a half elf, it should be 60.
Oh, okay. Hang on 1 second.
I think all dark vision is 60, right?
I think drow is like 120.
Oh, I'm half drow, so I only get 60, unfortunately.
Oh. I didn't know if it was like a special feature of this cave that we could only have like a small radius of vision, but
No, it's because of the maps that I use that it doesn't really go well with the thing.
gotcha.
So I have to basically just kind of guess at it sometimes.
I mean, I could put my light there to say we can see it.
Yeah,
But I
this
don't
whatever
really
you've
wanna-
just done has given me what looks to be about 30.
Yeah, that's because of the thing.
Yeah, just to save time, Aiden, I will. I'll just cast the cantrip.
Okay.
But I will keep it to the ceiling.
Let's try.
How high up is the ceiling?
This place about maybe 15 feet from where you are now, because you're already elevated.
All right. Then it's going to go 15 feet up. I will do 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh.
Okay. Vincent steps away.
Yep. And that's lost spiders.
Perhaps somebody could give me a boost.
Malram, I believe in you.
Why do you sound like a devil on his shoulder?
I believe in you.
I know. Do it.
So is there nothing on this center platform then?
Make a perception check, but because you're from there, do it at just normal roll. From there, you can't see anything on there.
Would somebody like
mean,
to give me a boost across?
These little spiders, I feel we can get rid of very easily. It's just we know that there's a bigger spider that said we were killing her brood, and that plinth seems like a perfect place to set up if you were wanting, especially with all these little ones around. Killing the little ones would not be a problem. It's only if the mother comes in and wants to get involved that I'm a little wary.
Well, we're fresh from a rest, and I don't know that we're going to get out of here without confronting her.
You are right. What do the rest of you think? Actually, and I'll turn to Vincent. I think I have seen you walk up walls. Could you try to get a better vantage and see if the mother is indeed on that little plinth as I fear?
I suppose I could do such a thing. And I will casually walk up the wall and onto the ceiling.
Gull will say as you do that, how does he do this? It is very...
You are one with a light, and he is one with a slightly less bright light.
He will frown at that, not knowing your meaning, but begins to ponder. But Vincent, where do you go from there?
And then I will walk onto the ceiling, and I will be
Mhm.
basically upside down, and I'm going to walk over.
Okay.
And I'm just going to plop down onto the platform.
Okay. It's not a far drop. You land and make me an investigation check. Or perception, whichever you prefer. With advantage. Oh, nice. Okay. You see, carved into the stone, a familiar set of runes.
I see a set of runes here, and I'll cast Prestidigitation. I will make the symbols in the air here.
Okay. You all see the symbols as he uses his arcana to kind of form them in the air.
AM.
Now what?
How far of a drop was this?
From there it'd be like 10 feet.
Ooh, I can't jump back up, son of a gun.
Maybe you can make the jump back.
Maybe you can make a lot of noise and draw those spiders to you.
Make a lot of noise away from it, and then quickly try to run up the other side. Or we can just get down and begin the butchery. But I'm afraid if we do that, I'm still afraid of getting the mother involved.
I could push the
She's
lights down further into the hole and maybe scare them away.
I don't know if they're bothered by light, and what I'll do is I'll actually get another copper just to see if it would have an effect. Cast light on it and just kind of throw it right between these two and see what they do.
Okay. You throw it down. You watch as they all kind of. Oh, God damn it, light! Another light! Okay. You watch as they kind of scurry back and close their eyes, but, they're not running away. They just kind of move back away from it.
Force them into one area and then maybe cast something on them.
We let Vincent draw all of their attacks, and we pick them off as they climb up this rock to descend upon his body.
Oh, I'm nuts. I'm just trying to find a way to get Vincent back over here to us.
I suppose that's another way to go about it.
I feel like getting Vincent into trouble is a great idea.
But if I don't think that we are going to find the other member of the survey crew alive, so I believe it would be fruitless to keep searching. I think we take Glenn here and we just leave. There's no reason to try to piss off Mother more than we already have. And if she comes to us, then she comes to us and we fight her. But
And you feel right leaving with just one of his crew.
Well, we've already pulled out at least another 1 to 2 of his crew.
From what he said, I don't know if you got this right. From what he said, is that there are 3 more that he knows of down here somewhere.
Yeah, because he said that there was the wife. There was the wife, the guy that we found
No.
the wife.
You were asking him questions about that, and he was answering yes, he came down with them. But he means there are another 3 people down here who are not the wife of the
Oh,
guy
okay,
you saved.
okay.
I don't feel particularly good leaving with just Glenn. No offense, Glenn, I think you're gorgeous, but there are other people down here that could use our help. And were we to rescue them, I think it would reflect very well on the Eldritch Academy.
Or we could get me out.
No, I'm
and then you
sorry,
could
Glenn.
come.
We can't hear you. I think water or something from that cave you were in. So what do we want to do, guys?
Well, I'm actually going to use my dancing lights and start pushing the spiders kind of like this way.
Okay, you'll watch them begin to scurry in many different directions.
And also do it the same on this side and start pushing them round.
Okay.
So they kind of go on the other side.
Okay, if I could grab them. I got that. So these 3, 2 of them will begin to ascend up towards Vincent.
And I will be descending as they ascend.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
How high is this rock, actually?
Same level as on their platform, so you're 15 feet right now.
I'm gonna jump, like, from here to as close as I can to where they are, I guess.
I'll
Like
put
my
a
team.
hand out to help.
Okay. Roll a athletics check.
While I'm watching all this, do I actually notice that hole?
What about acrobatics?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
If I see before you... Oh, never mind.
I apologize. It's too late.
16. Okay. And who's there? You said you are there helping to try and grab his hand, right?
Yeah.
All right. Could you make me a dexterity check?
Yep.
Ooh. Okay. You leap from this side, making it most of the way. And as you're about to fall, what seems to be into more of those mushrooms that are covered in what look to be little egg sacs, you will kind of feel a hand grasp yours. Hurts for a second, and then you'll begin to be pulled up. And once you're at the stone edge, you can just begin to walk up it, making it to the other side.
Thank you.
Sure, I mean, if you're going to throw yourself off a cliff, let a guy know next time.
Well, yes, I will next time.
There seem to be paths that lead beyond this chamber. I don't know that turning back is our wisest option.
Agreed.
If you can continue to herd these spiders away, perhaps we can climb down and up, though.
Yeah, I want to herd all the spiders into this corner with the lights.
Okay, make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
How long are you willing to stay here doing this?
5 minutes, 10 minutes, as long as it takes.
Okay. Let me
18.
make a note.
What is it that spiders hate? Is there a sound? Are there things that eat spiders?
Mayonnaise.
I do have lots of mayonnaise.
Oh, God.
Maybe a bird?
I don't know that these spiders who've probably dwelled in caves their whole life would know the sound of a bird, but I could try to assist making like little bird screeches.
Or a bat, perhaps?
Yeah, bat screeches, wherever, to try to get them away, essentially carving a path for us to go in this direction.
Okay. If you want
I'll
to
use
make a... Go ahead.
I'm gonna help him with prestidigitation. I can make sounds too.
Okay. You both begin to make the bat noises, and you actually see that some of these spiders begin to actually come towards the noise. And remembering how big these spiders are, bats, probably a meal for these things.
Oh no.
It's the last time I trust a cleric.
And I kind of have the wall, the lights create a wall. So
Yeah.
they don't want to. Yeah.
They will kind of, once the noise stops, they will kind of, you will hold them at the barrier of light.
God. I'm just kind of very. Do you guys see that hole down there? Looks kind of.
That could be where Mama's hiding. Right there. And I'm gonna.
Who's inside.
There
And
could
obviously
be.
the people we need to find.
And I'm actually going to kind of turn around and look at Goal and say, I don't know if we delve deeper if it would be safe for Glenn to keep accompanying us.
Hey! Who the fuck are you?
Uh,
Boys! Boys!
As soon as you say that, I want to shoot an arrow at him.
Okay, take a
Actually,
shot.
no, I don't. I want to cast a spell.
You've got
I don't know if this works how I'm thinking it works. It's a mage hand.
Mage hand.
Yes, I want to try and trip him up so he falls into the hole of spiders.
Okay.
It says
how?
Actually, this guy is probably weighs a lot more than 10 pounds, right?
Yeah, but if you're smart, how would you like to use it?
I just kind of want to leave just have a floating hand, so it looks like maybe grab onto his like a trouser ankle.
Okay.
Maybe throw him off guard so he falls into the hole.
Roll me a. Oh God.
Yeah.
Roll me a normal attack. For you. So that would be your charisma
Dexterity.
modifier. No, with magic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my charisma.
Yeah. So roll that.
Yep. 10.
The hand appears and grabs a hold of his kind of trousers area and begins to tug him towards this pit, and he will just look down, and just he will begin to turn around.
Before he runs off, would I be able to get a spell off on him? Because I know I was kind of turned around and talking to Goal, so I don't know if I could quickly turn around and try to cast something on him.
I'm gonna say, because you're at the very edge, you know what? Make me a dexterity check. See how fast you are. Unfortunately, you are not fast enough. Okay. He will run off into the shadows, disappearing.
Okay, so I'll kind of look back at Goal and say, it looks like we're going to have more friends, and I don't know if we have Glenn with us, if that's the smartest idea. Do you think you could get him out of here and then get back to us as quick as you can?
Go. You've been addressed directly.
Oh, and I was muted. Sorry. Okay. So you say that to him, and he will kind of look at the ground for a second, and then look back at you. Are you sure? You will be facing this on your own.
I hope that with us four, might be able to fend off whatever this mother is. And if you are quick enough, which I've seen you run, and I know you are very quick, but I hope that if you are quick enough, you can get him out of here and get back to us before anything too major happens. Because I am still, with you gone, if we definitely see I'm assuming the spider that spoke to us earlier, we are going to be getting out of here as quick as we can. I have no intention of fighting it if it seems like an unwinnable battle. But I definitely know if we have somebody else that we're trying to protect and ferry around through this entire thing, it's just going to put him at more risk. And I don't know if getting him out of here without somebody else is the best option either. So it's either we all pull out and come back later to look for more survivors, or we send off our fastest member to go and get him back safely to somewhere where he can leave before trying to come back to us.
Very well. I will do this, and I will be back as soon as I can. Glenn, may I do something that will help speed up this process? Glenn will take a second and just look at him. Anything you want, sir. Anything you want. I don't know what you are. You're kind of scary too, but whatever you want, if it'll help me get out of here, you can do it. And at that second, before he can finish the sentence, you watch Gull kind of bring back the fist and just clock him over the chin, and you will just watch Glenn go down to the ground unconscious, and he will quickly kind of rush over, pick him up, kind of fireman style, and then look to the rest of you and nod. I'll be back as soon as possible. and he will just go into a full sprint.
All right. Well, with that out of the way, do we want to proceed over to this other corridor here, or over here?
I think.
Well, go
I
ahead.
think. I think we should head to this one. I think it'd be a good idea.
Well, we know that there are dwarves here.
We do, and we know that they might be coming for us. So
If
I
we're here, we could get the jump on them.
yes, let's go ahead and start trying to head that way then. And I'm going to go ahead and start trying to climb down as quick as I can, and then get over to this platform here.
In that case, if you want to take your time, or do you want to rush?
Uh,
The lights seem to be holding back the spiders, at least for now.
I would probably want to get down as quick as I can, because I know that these things like to eat people. So they probably are not afraid of. They are probably not afraid of us, but afraid of the lights. But I don't know how long that'll keep them back. So I would probably be trying to get pell hell over to that.
Because you're the only one who's in plate armor, I'm going to ask you to make some checks as you try and climb back up. So could you make me a athletics check? Ooh, no worries. You're in plate armor, you're not stealthy, but damn, you can climb.
Quake, quake, quake. It works good.
Okay, you make it to the other side. What are the rest of you doing? I'm guessing, Vincent, you're just strolling across the wall.
Quick little stroll across the wall.
Do you guys mind me checking how strong these spiders are?
I mean, if you want, that's.
By all means, and I just give him a little nudge.
You pushing him off?
No, I wouldn't.
I will shoot my crossbow at this little one that's closest.
Okay.
I'd imagine this is probably as
hard to
Dusan is
hit.
like trying to tiptoe like very quietly across.
24. That hits. Do damage.
8 damage.
8. It's
I assume
dead.
this is a sneak attack as well. Oh, okay.
These
It
are
took
babies.
8 damage. Cool. Felt great about that. I'm just gonna shoot another one.
Okay, but hang
And
on.
another one.
As you fire once, the others closest to it will begin to shriek loudly.
Oh.
And they shriek, and it sounds like the other shrieks that you've heard before, but much more smaller and almost whinier.
You know that spell you have? You wanna just quickly cast that, Malrum?
I don't know if I can and get them all silent. I believe it's more than 20 feet.
I'm gonna hurry my way up the other side of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep shooting out of the anger and rage of how much I hate spiders.
Okay, every time you take a shot and kill another one of them, more of them will begin to shriek and shriek.
Oh, I hate it.
As soon as I hear the shrieking start to amplify, I will, if I can target right there with the silence spell, to try to get most of them in there.
Yeah. Okay. You can cast that, and as you do, most of them will go silent, while some at the... Actually, yeah, pretty...
I guess all of them.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I'm just gonna have a murder fest and kill every single spider.
Okay. If you're going to kill every single spider, you're going to be there for a little bit longer. Is that okay,
guys,
with you guys?
I'm a crossbow expert. Nah, go on without me. I'll catch up.
Okay.
I'm a crossbow expert.
So, if you take your time with these spiders, you can kill them all. They are baby spiders.
Yep, I'm killing every single one.
Okay. One by one, their little screams silenced.
I suddenly have no fear towards spiders anymore.
Eventually, maybe 10 minutes pass until finally you think you've killed the ones that were on the outside that were there.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop down. Just stroll like a badass, feeling so much stronger about myself.
Okay.
Climb up the top. God, these lights are so fucking annoying.
We've located where it's likely that Glyn said the mother lives.
All right. Well, as soon as he's, because I would have stayed to watch the murder fest because I don't know if I would have been able to keep concentrating and get out of range. So I was just playing it safe. So I would go ahead and then start moving up after he has had his little murder fest.
For that.
I'm going to look around for more dwarven runes.
Okay. Make
I'm
me an
gonna pick up these
investigation
gold
check.
coins.
Okay, you pick up the coins. There are 12. Uh, 23. Looking around this area, you don't. Where you are now, you don't see any runes.
All right. I remember there being some next to the door, on the last one. So I'll keep looking and check the frame and see if it has any of the same markings.
Okay. Make me one more investigation check. Wow. Okay, once you get closer to the door, near the right side, written what seems to be almost under some more gold, almost like it's been hidden with the gold, but you can just see through a crack. You see this.
I'm gonna collect all that gold on the floor.
Okay,
So it's actually Tiamat.
It would seem so.
Does that name, is it pretty well known? Or we're on a
It
different
is.
world, so maybe it's not.
It is well known. Tiamat is very well known.
All right.
In fact, anyone here who is proficient in religion can make a roll.
How much gold did you say was on the floor, Hayden?
40.
40.
Is it just Vincent?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm a cleric and not proficient in it, but apparently I'm not.
Okay. You traitor. Vincent, you know this god. Tiamat, the mother of all of the, what's the word? The colored dragons. The reds. Chromatic, that's it.
You can't
the
say
reds.
colored dragons.
Green, blue, white, black. These dragons, the evil dragons. She is their god. She is, from what you know, with a 15, somewhere in the many layers of the hells, the 9 hells. And she is a very crafty evil god, as well as the kind of arch rival to the Platinum Dragon. But that's pretty much what you would know.
Okay, well, tell the team what I know.
When we speak the word Tiamat, does the door glow similarly as before?
It does.
So now we have to just get a Tiamat and touch her to the door. That's how it worked last time.
I'm gonna jump back. But while this is all happening, I'm gonna go back to the pit and grab one of the dead spider bodies.
Okay.
I will.
I'll bring it back with me.
I'll try In intoning Tiamat, I'll pour the harvested spider blood from before, because it was kind of like a demonic spider. I'll
Okay.
pour its blood on the door, hoping that maybe there's a connection.
You put some of that same blood onto the door as last time, as you hear behind you Falvor with what looks to be a small dead spider. And as you touch it to the door, just like before, the door itself will glow heavier and heavier and open.
Yatta!
But dead spider
If-
for nothing.
Well,
Just hanging at the wall.
if the last door was for the last door was saying arachnid, which there were a lot of arachnids, and this door is saying Tiamat. This is either going to be a shrine to Tiamat or something that believes in Tiamat, and I personally do not know if we are able to take on something that sounds that legendary if all chromatic dragons worship it.
In
fact-
fact, our room was pretty strong.
But Glenn
Now-
said one of the survivors was dragged in here. I
Mhm.
think we at least owe it to them to try.
And
agree.
with that, as you open the door, could you please make me a perception check?
16.
16. You hear a few things. Every now and then you'll hear a bunch of
Come on, micro spiders.
and you also hear what in the distance maybe some more whimpering, but you also hear the sound of larger crawling, much larger, almost like thumps. Thump, thump, and just for a second you hear what sounds like almost like bat wings unfurling. And that is where we're going to end tonight's game.